3, 2, 1, intro. Welcome, everybody, to episode 13, 14, 15. There's an episode there somewhere. There's a number somewhere. Let's introduce our host. We're going to start with Blood.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Blood here. Welcome in.
Introducing Miles. Introducing Crocman. I mean, Cody.
Hello. Shoe on head.
Introducing Eddie.
How can you beat those last two transitions? You can't.
And hello, everyone. It's your boy, Bread Boy. How's it going? Special guest featuring Shadowz.
Yo, let's get gas!
Hey!
Gas in the chat.
Let's go! Oh, God. Well, welcome on to this week's BombCast. Shadowz, how are you? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. A little bit tired, a little bit late in the UK, but we're here.
Let's say I heard. We were talking about it earlier. You're on that grind, brother. How's that going?
Man. Yeah, it's alright. It's just, you literally just take it one day at a time, man. Like, you just get into the simulation of just uploading, streaming, food, sleep, uploading, streaming, food,
Oh
sleep.
my god. So yeah,
Jeez.
so you're a professional. You're at the top level doing this for a living. Is there any break, like a chance to catch your breath, or is it just on the constant grind?
Like, you could take breaks because you have that freedom, but like for me, it's like if I take a break, I feel like I'm cheating on myself. Yeah.
That's
I
fair.
feel
Yeah,
like I need
that's
to,
a good-
like,
that's a
be, like,
good-
fully committed, you know, like even it's even like just playing video games in general. Like, I don't play video games. I make content and that's it. So, you know, whether it's taking a break completely or even just sitting there for like hours just to play, you know, a game for fun, like I don't do that either. I just like go for the content. Yeah.
Oh, you got that content mindset.
You're sounding like
You
Miles.
have to be, yeah.
Yeah, I know. You sound like, I get a lot of flack for that because I got that, you know, in the back of my mind too. So whenever I like streaming for a purpose, you know, when I stream, I'm like, can I turn this into a YouTube video? Can I turn this into content? And some people have a different type of mindset. Like they'll stream for fun. They'll stream the game because they like it. And for me, I'm trying to get the most bang for my buck. I'm trying to turn it into as much content as possible. I want to turn it into a YouTube video, and then I want to turn it into a TikTok or a Twitter clip, and just keep it on.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Do you think that's the only mindset you should have as a growing streamer, or is it something that you could see a potential as playing the game to have fun, using it as a hobby, and you could grow naturally that way?
I think it just differentiates between the person, man. Like, I don't know. I think it just comes down to like what do you do in terms of enjoying the games you play, and what is the goal you're trying to achieve. I feel like it's just different for everybody. There isn't really probably like a set to like way to go about it that works for everyone. Like for me personally, like just grinding it out seems to be the way that I like to enjoy it. So that's like just the way I do it. Yeah.
Fair.
That makes
Totally
sense.
agree with that. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to steer it back more towards the interview. When did you actually start streaming?
Streaming. Well, I started with YouTube first before streaming.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. When did you start your whole content creation then? I guess is a better question.
So I got into Gears 1, which is like the main game I play.
Okay.
As soon as it released in 2006, and I was watching YouTube from back then as like a young kid, but I didn't never
Right.
create an account or like comment on any videos. I always used to look up like people's channels to find videos I wanted to watch.
Gotcha.
And I started off by watching sort of like tutorial videos on Gears 1, how to do they used to have like some amazing glitches, man, that you could do like kung fu backflip, which is basically like you could force your character to like backflip in the game to get outside the map barriers and like walk around the map.
Oh, interesting.
And there was a bunch of other different glitches where obviously you have like the Lancer, which is like the chainsaw gun, and you could do a glitch where you could look at a guy and then switch to your Nasher and it would like chainsaw him across map. I was looking up like tutorial videos on YouTube from like as soon as I started playing Gears 1, because that's how my best friend at the time like introduced me into the game. But I never thought of like getting into content. Like I wish I did. Like I wish I started right then, like there and then, because I would have been able to experience like what a lot of people say about the Gears franchise was like the height of the franchise, like the original trilogy compared to after Microsoft acquired it. Like this was when Epic Games was doing obviously decades before any kind of Fortnite from Epic Games. Like they were known for the Gears action.
Really?
But yeah, I wish I got into it then, but it wasn't until years and years later where actually I'm completely missed the original trilogy. So the Gears 1, Gears 2, Gears 3. And Epic were releasing a final Gears game on the 360 called Gears of War Judgment, which is sort of like a smaller like spin-off game. Like it wasn't like a main installment of the franchise. And as a viewer, like over the years, I've watched like not just Gears, but I'd watched like Call of Duty and just seen how that like evolved over time. Especially like people like Ali A and T Martin in like the early days of Call of Duty with like all the news and informational sort of videos. And nobody was really doing that for Gears of War. Like the Gears of War content for some reason. Like the crazy thing about Gears as well is like I think it was one of the first video games uploaded to YouTube, and I think it was like a montage, and I think it got like 22 million views back in like 2007, 2008.
Wow.
And then obviously, unfortunately, it got hit with that the copyright when obviously it's the sort of like copyright started to take over Google, and I think it got removed completely from YouTube. But yeah, it was like the most viewed like gaming like YouTube video for years.
Right.
But for some reason, like Gears content never evolved. It was just strictly montages and gameplay commentaries, like maybe with a few like tutorials here and there. And as I was watching the Call of Duty content and all that, and like I was getting into the reveal of this Gears of War Judgment, as a viewer, like I wanted to watch videos about like the news and information, like and sort of them like announcing new characters, weapons, like all of the stuff that you would like to know about the new game. And none of the YouTubers that I was watching for Gears was even doing it. So I just thought, like, if that's content that I want to watch that other people have done in other games like Halo and Call of Duty, they're not doing in Gears. Like there's like an open space right there. Like I might as well start, and that's what I'll focus on, and that's how I started. Sort of like got into it, yeah.
And I think that's a great way to make content is when you see a niche in the market like that and you capitalize on it.
Especially for me, because like I've played Gears since the beginning. Like when I was in
you had
school,
a personal
everyone would
stake
be
in it.
playing like Call of Duty and FIFA, but for me it was just Gears. I've always played the Gears franchise, absolutely love it. So to be at a point where like as a viewer, like with someone that just loves the franchise, and then seeing an opportunity like that, like I don't know, it feels like it just kind of aligned. Obviously, all these years later, but obviously when I got into it at first, like I could have never imagined what it would have turned into.
Yeah.
Right.
So when I started watching a couple of your videos, like I just like that immediately came back to like T Martin and Ali A when it came to Call of Duty with all the updates and then the Gears 5 news. I was like, oh man, okay, so this I see where this guy's coming from. Okay. So that's pretty cool.
It was a good template, man. Like I said, like it was just Gears of War is such a niche. Like when I saw that nobody was doing that, and like I had a feeling like it would like hit the ground running, but obviously like getting into content, like you can never imagine where things are going to go. So
for sure,
definitely I had so you started what 2012 2013 or even earlier than that?
Yeah, it was in 2012 I think I made my channel, and then the first like I think Gears Judgment gameplay trailer sort of thing was at the end of 2012, and then obviously to get that released in like early 2013. So
gotcha. Yeah, so Blood, does that mean he's a more OGer than you? Is he more OG on Gears than you?
I've been down since Gears 1.
Gears 1? Okay, I just was checking. I was checking to see who, see if you can keep up,
it's technically like if Blood started from Emergence Day, which was the release of Gears 1, like the American release date was like I think it was 10 days earlier than Europe. I think it released like the November 10th, and then it dropped in Europe and the UK November 17th, like a week later.
That sucks that that happens. Does that kind of release still happen in the UK?
No, it's still, we're in that digital era, man.
Everyone's got it at the same time. Yeah,
that's fair.
Even the time zones are corrected. Like I noticed that like it used to be. Sometimes it is with a couple games where like New Zealand would be the first to hit midnight, so they get it straight away. But I noticed with a few different companies recently, like they've sort of adapted to the digital like phase where no matter where you are, like some people are getting it like the day before in America just because of obviously the time zones and how they work across the world. So
yeah, that would always
all good there. Yeah,
that would always upset me seeing people playing games like when you're on a midnight release. Like I remember Black Ops. I was a huge Call of Duty kid, and so like getting Black Ops, the midnight release of Black Ops 2, and seeing people play it like the day before just pissed me off.
Especially on the 360 days, like you can see, like,
oh yeah.
Oh wait, they're joinable. Let me see if I can get in. Or
yeah. So you're from the OG era of YouTube, so you had to deal with the copyright ID apocalypse of 2013. I'm guessing you had a network that you partnered with to start getting monetized.
Yeah. I think it was Social Blade to begin with, and then Full Screen after that, and then just independent after that. But
Luckily, you didn't get hooked up with the machinima and all that stuff.
yeah,
huh?
yeah. That was a bit after I started. Like, I think when I started on YouTube with Social Blade, I think you needed like 100 views a day to get partnered. Yeah.
Jeez, yeah. Which looking now is not bad, but it's crazy. How things have changed where you don't need that network anymore. I remember people were like it was such a big deal to get partnered with Machinima. Like that was just like a huge stepping stone, or getting partnered with Full Screen stuff. I got sucked into what was it? I think it was Keemstar had partnered up with the thing called I think it was Full Screen actually. Yeah, I got partnered with Full Screen.
Full Screen, yeah.
Yeah, so I got partnered with Full Screen for a while, and then luckily I got to where I had to cancel it and got to do my own stuff. But it's crazy how long that had to take to where people were like, "Hey, we're getting free advertisement out of this. We probably should."
Yeah, even to this day, like I don't even understand why it was even a thing. Like I remember, like the first Social Blade was like 60-40, so like they were taking 40% cut every single month, and like I wasn't ever in a position to really make anything from the AdSense at that point anyway. But like even thinking back now, like even moving on to Full Screen, I think the deal there was like 70-30. For them doing nothing, just for numbers going from point A to them as point B, and then me as point C, and so they're just like missing the middleman and just going straight through.
And there's probably people in the chat or people in the the call that probably don't know what we're talking about. But we're talking about like the OG days of YouTube. Back in the day, in 2013, 2014, you couldn't just upload a gaming YouTube video. You had to get partnered with a network who would take responsibility, a multi-channel network, to take responsibility for your channel in case it gets copyrighted or anything like that.
Yeah, let me cut you off real quick. I just want to thank Macaroon for gifting. Shadowz, looks like you actually got a gifted sub from Macaroon to you, so we appreciate that. Thank you. I just want that to go unsaid. We typed it in chat, but just wanted to go ahead and at least acknowledge it. But with that, I think we'll go ahead and probably segue us into our first topic, just so that way we can try and get Shadowz some sleep. He's been up for a while.
The one thing about like this whole content thing, man, especially I start talking and I just go.
Oh yeah, no, that's
no, this is cool because I don't get to talk much about the old days of YouTube because not many of us are around anymore, and so it's cool to get your perspective on it and like what you had to go through. But,
for sure.
Yeah, because when I started as well, I remember like the cool like custom channel art that you could make for like your YouTube channel. With, like,
remember when they allowed GIFs?
People would have like the 3D like names.
Yeah, on the side.
And then I think it like moves to the top and then.
Oh man, it has changed so much since then. Yeah, but that's the thing. So I guess to kind of wrap up what I was saying before is that it's gotten a lot easier to make YouTube content for gaming. It used to be a lot harder, and we used to get screwed. Remember when Nintendo did that creator program? You had to give Nintendo 60%, and then you only got 40% of the video on top of what YouTube took. So YouTube would take 50%, and then on top of that, Nintendo would take 60%, and then you would leave with 40% of that 50%. So it used to be a lot worse. So
just to tell you how big Shadowz content was for me, during Gears 4 is when I first started streaming, and his content drove me to want to stream.
All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely, really.
That's nuts.
I watch his videos every day on the new skin release packs. What to look out for. Everything, and his content, and like when people come to me, hey, what's new about this? I said, this is where I'm getting my information. Go give him a follow. Go sub to his channel. Trust me, it's legit content. Go.
Right.
And dude, I've admired you for your hard work, dude, for a long time.
I appreciate it, man. It's always, for me, it's just all about like just directly pure passion of Gears, man. And the way that I've always looked at it as well is like, if I can single-handedly have an opportunity to try and grow Gears for the better for everyone, like that's awesome, like just grinding the content. I feel like doing it is just not can only help out myself, but the more content being put out there, and the more eyeballs on, like, let's say, like the Gears content, the better it is for everybody in the scene itself. Like, if there was like 500 videos going up a week right now, like the Gears community in terms of content and viewership would just boom compared to what it is right now with so many few people, like, obviously sticking with Gears.
Right. We do have another sip as well.
Yeah,
we have 3.
I actually need to
If
get a
y'all
refill
haven't
soon.
caught up.
Yeah, just
feel free to join in, Shadowz. That's up to you.
Let me go grab a drink for it real quick.
All right, go for it. I think I will just go ahead and start this transition because this video is kind of long. I think I'm just gonna skip through it, but yeah, go for it. Essentially, what it is, let me tab over to it. Is it's a new game. I forget, what are they calling it? The Day Before. That's right. It's called The Day Before, and it's a cross between The Last of Us and The Division. So it seems like a pretty interesting game. I'm just gonna skip the trailer some. So let me get through to here. Yeah. So this scene right here especially really reminds me of The Division. Like, wholly reminds me of The Division. I mean, you have all these barriers and concrete barriers set up. You have very small amount of lighting. You have a lot of cover that you can hide behind, whether that be cars or those concrete barriers or this, that, whatnot, and the other. Even the way that just the characters move and everything, it really feels like The Division, absolutely. And I never played any of The Last of Us, is my only thing that I really don't know. Where some other people might know better on.
Okay. I missed half of what you said, so I'm gonna pretend like I know what you're talking about.
Right.
So this is what now?
So this is The Day Before. It is a game coming out, and it's essentially a combination of The Division and The Last of Us. Is what they're describing it as.
Great game.
You think so?
Did anyone here play?
Okay. Go ahead, Miles.
Did anyone here play The Division?
Yes.
I played The Division 2.
Yeah.
I played both 1 and 2 all the way through. Fantastic games.
So I've never played The Division. Shadowz, did you play Division?
I only played the betas, yeah, because they were free.
It's a great answer.
Oh, Brayden.
Fair. What's up?
Coming from my point of view as like a med student who loves all the science stuff, and being coming from a person who first sat there and watched whenever The Last of Us came out, when PewDiePie put it up on YouTube, the whole series, 40-minute videos, every chance that you got to watch it. I feel like this is gonna be, that was good.
That was
I feel
the
like
only
this is gonna be a really nice and interesting game because it gives you that Last of Us feel, as well as the Division type of feel as well. And I think it's just gonna be really fun and interesting.
Yes, that's what it feels like. I have the audio muted, but what this is here is that he's actually engaging in PvP right now. Of course, it's all staged because it's a beta thing.
What is this, Ubisoft?
But it's that's what all this is. But
so there is PvP and PvE.
I was about to get to that. Yeah, I was gonna scroll through here. If you could see, these are actually what are they? Infected? Are they calling them?
So there's a built-in story with PvP elements.
Yes.
That's interesting.
And that was always the thing about The Division, is that there was some PvE, but there were PvP zones that you could use that were in the real world or in the same world in a separate location that enabled PvP, and that's where all the high tier loot was. It was called what was it, Blood?
Dark Zone or something?
Yeah. It was called something like that. This. But this is what this is seeming like, except there doesn't seem to be borders or boundaries. It just seems to be anywhere.
We've heard promises before.
Yeah, but I mean, do you see how many monsters and everything there is in that room? Imagine if you were right behind him or right next to him, and you toss or you shoot or something like that, and you alert all of those, and you're still in the elevator. You know what I mean?
or you see a PvP, like or you see some other player that's next to him, and then you like trigger them or like set them off, and they chase the PvP person.
And that's what I'm saying, you know, like if you like, just imagine what all could be done with all of this, and that's
pretty cool.
And that's what the cover art looks like day before. I don't know if it has a release date or anything just yet, but
Okay, so Shelby played the Division 2. Shelby's on board. I don't know if who else in chat's on board for this. I'm curious. I want to get y'all's opinion too.
I'm on board.
Yeah,
you're on board.
I mean, it does seem like it could be a pretty good game.
I'm on board.
Yeah.
The topic of new games, I have a question for Shadowz.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself playing other games and streaming and content creating on other games as well, or are you just stuck with Gears 5 or Gears?
I've been so like intertwined into the Gears world for like doing the Gears content strictly for so long that it kind of feels like I'm just I don't even look at other games, to be honest with you, man. Like I literally just do Gears, bro. Like
it's fair.
For me, like I enjoy Gears so much that I've never really looked at another game in the same way. But like I've always been open to that, like picking up another game if it catches my eye. But like I just always compare it to Gears, man. Like I don't know, I'm just so deeply rooted into this franchise that I just stick through it, you know, through the thick and thin.
I'm the
what's
same.
What's crazy about this the day before game that you just showed, like. For the Gears of War franchise, like they tried it recently. I think it was earlier this year. They released like a different style of genre game called Gears Tactics, which was like an XCOM style, like turn-based strategy game. And it's like TC's way of expanding the IP into different mediums. And Tactics was the beginning, and I do believe there could be a second like project in development at TC alongside Gear 6, which may be another dive into a new genre. And this day before that we just watched, like I've always wanted a Gears of War game like that, like an open world RPG set on planet Sarah, using just the huge rich universe and the lore and the story and the enemies and the creatures of the Gears like universe, and have it set where we've been so accustomed to playing as obviously like Marcus Phoenix and Delta Squad and these like super battle hardened COG soldiers that I think a game in the Gears universe similar to this day before, like if you played as Stranded, because we've never really seen their point of view, like they were obviously pretty much civilians thrown into a global war with the creatures from the underground, and they were basically left to defend for themselves and try to survive outside of the jurisdiction of the coalition border governments, which was sort of like the COG government. And they were also they got like terminated basically by the Hammer of Dawn strikes, where the COG basically incinerated the planet and their own people to try save humanity. Like we've never had like their perspective on the entire Locust War, and I think an open world RPG like game just like this day before, but like set in the Gears universe from their perspective and getting to experience the war. It's not like a soldier anymore, just like as a regular person.
Yeah.
Would be something that I've always wanted to see, man. Like if you could play like co-op style, like you got 4 of you and you know you're going through a city and there's like locust patrols and you've got all the amazing like creatures like the Brumax and the corpses and all the different sort of units, like you know you could have like a group of wretches, you got the boomers and that. Like I think I would love to see a Gears of War style of that game, like just like what this day before is. Yeah, like open world co-op mixed in.
All right, I got 3 questions for you. All right, one, Star Spot's telling you to take your sips. 2,
all 3 of them.
Yeah. 2, do you think we'll ever see a game like that come out, or is Gears so focused on their formula? Is it like Call of Duty, where like
4.
you know they're afraid to
5.
mess up the formula of you know the winning strategy they got?
Like they did an interview recently around the release of Gears Tactics, and they basically came out and said like the way that they're looking at the franchise is like there will always be the mainline third-person cover-based shooter that Gears of War is, you know, started off as and will always be.
Right.
But like they're looking at the franchise just like Disney look at Star Wars. Like they're looking at the way that they can expand the horizons of the IP by exploring like new territories that they feel like they said basically like when they were developing Tactics, like they quickly realized like Gears of War doesn't just have to be this third person cover based shooter. Like the universe and the IP itself like has the richness needed to sort of like diversify and take on like different genres. And Tactics was the first, and I definitely expect like more different Gears projects like that. Like if you look at a game like Alien Isolation, I think was it Alien Isolation, like the sort of like horror themed scary game.
we know about it.
You could have like a Gears game like that where it's like a first person shooter, and you're maybe on an emergence day when the locusts just arrive, and you're limited to obviously bullets and weaponry, and you could create like such unique gameplay in that style of game with like every single different enemy variant of the locust horde, whether it's just the drones, the wretches, the snipers, the boomers, the brumaks, the berserkers. Like they could all include their own personal unique style of gameplay to that type of game. Like that's what I mean. Like I think that's the way that Microsoft and the Coalition are looking at Gears now, because like this franchise is 15 years old, I think, later this year, and it's even for me, like I've done everything like can be done on Gears. Like I've played the last 3 games straight. Like I'm even at a point where like I feel like it's not that isn't like right or wrong anymore. It's just that like, I want to be satisfied with something new when it comes to Gears. Like I always love and enjoy like that traditional, the third person cover based shooter, but I just feel like I want something alongside that. To sort of bring back that kick of like excitement for Gears, and because it's kind of felt like same old for a little bit. So I think like Gears has all the potential a video gaming franchise needs. Like there isn't, like Gears is so underrated, man. Like there isn't many franchises out there that have like such an amazing storytelling universe with unlimited potential. And the craziest thing about Gears, like if you look at Halo, like people always think about Halo for Xbox, and it's just like game in space and you've got all the different aliens. And like Gears of War at the moment is set on planet Sarah, and the way that they're storytelling this like franchise after they took it over, like the Coalition Studio developers, like they have indefinite, unlimited potential of storylines within storylines that we've already experienced. Like you take something like the Locust Origins, which was touched upon in Gears 2, and then it got really flourished out recently in Gears 5. They could continue to create more like threads onto that Locust Origin storyline as much as they want to, like, and it will always continue to forever make sense. Like they can have characters that died like over 10 years ago be a part of a new story in like 5 years. Like it's just like a universe that's set like it can be like turned like inside out, where there's just consistent doors that they can constantly open like in the past, present, and future of the IP.
And I think that is.
They got a book. They have the comic book they just touched on with high button. It's amazing what they could possibly do.
Yeah, and the craziest thing about it as well is like I've mentioned it a few times because the lore in
Appreciate
Gears
those follows, guys. Thank you.
Like if you start to read the comics, you get so deep into it that it makes you, if you go back and play the games, like having a new outlook. But there's one crazy thing is like in the Gears of War 4 prologue, there was sort of like it starts off with a news report, and you know how like typical news on like TV like usually has like the bulletin points like going across the screen, like the different bars, a little bit of information in and that. And there's like a fraction of a couple seconds where it mentions the new COG government at the events of Gears 4 were looking into funding space exploration technology. So in the Gears universe and in the Gears world, like
you have Cody's attention now.
They're already looking at exploring outside of the planet itself, and in the Gears universe, the planet that it's set on has 2 moons, and there's also like a nearby planet called Riser. So this is pretty much explained in a couple interviews with TC as well. Like they're already thinking about the storylines after we are finished with Marcus Phoenix and like the Phoenix and the Queen Mirror and like Diaz storyline. They're already thinking of, okay, if we ever get to a point, let's say in 20 years, where we're done with the current mainline story, like what would it look like if we just said, screw it, we're going to go 200 years into the future, and the space and the universe actually around the planet of Gears that we've known for all this time so far is actually just the beginning, and it's going to open up to maybe the planet dying and to the point where it's like not inhabitable anymore, and they have to go to one of the moons or they have to go to the nearby planet. Like, that's the craziest thing about Gears, man. I feel like a lot of people underrate it. Is this, originally it started off as like this dude, bro.
Yeah, that's the one thing I see. Like, everyone's got the muscles. Like, even the girls got bigger muscles than me. Like, I'm just like, what the heck, man?
It's got to a point where it's gone so past beyond that. But like, I feel like people don't know like until they get told. It's sort of like Fight Club, man. Like, but obviously Gears Edition.
Don't talk about Fight Club, yeah. But I think like what you were saying, like doing Alien Isolation like a first person with little bullets and surviving. A great way to get people into the universe that might not like that third-person cover shooting mechanic. But I mean, again, Gears, I can tell, already has like an amazing universe behind it that's worth exploring. So I think that's a really interesting concept. So to answer my the third question, to go back to that topic that we were on, this game.
That
Braden,
one. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, that one. You have to open it again.
Yep.
We're just looking at Elon Musk, man.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Hold on. I
The Doge, man.
That's my boy Elon.
Elon Doge, man.
There we go.
So
Yeah,
this
that's
game,
The moon.
in the day before, I can't. That's gonna be a hard title to say, but this is gonna be something that you're looking forward to, that you're gonna play on your stream, possibly.
Maybe like.
We're all Gears here. Gears guys, man.
Gears guys.
I need that multiplayer fix, man. Like, if there's PvP elements, probably not, man. Probably not. I don't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I had to ask. All right.
For me, it's always been a position of like. Luckily, like I'm at a point where like I have contacts at TC and Xbox where they hook me up with all the gear stuff, so I haven't had to like buy a copy of the game in like a good few years. So when I look at the games, I'm thinking like,
This man has to buy a console.
can I like
That's nuts.
justify spending like £50 on like nah, man, like, I just, like,
You get that done.
like that just literally answers like well, I don't play any other games because like I think like am I gonna be able to buy this game and then like make it worth my purchase just from like being able to create content and obviously, you can probably tell like the way I talk about Gears, like I just don't have this love for any other franchise ever, man. Like I haven't.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I like.
Yeah.
I like that mindset that you have, though. Like, am I gonna make my money back on this purchase if I buy this game? Like, am I gonna make that? Am I gonna make enough YouTube videos to make the revenue to get my money back? Am I gonna do enough streams to get donations? That's an awesome.
You can get 40 videos out of it. It ain't worth it.
Exactly. Yeah, fair. I can see that. That's fair. Okay. So in the day before, I think a lot of people in the comments said that they're looking forward to playing it, which is awesome to hear. I'll try it out. I'll suck at it, but I'll try it out.
Yeah, I see some concern of it. Won't get my hopes up because of what happened with Cyberpunk. That's the new thing is like, well, all right, looks good, but Cyberpunk also did too. So
don't ever estimate what a game's gonna look like.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what a lot of people are gonna be scared about. But
it was developed in 2 years compared to the 10-year cycle. It's gonna be better.
That hope anyway. But our next topic is actually one of Cody's. So we'll let Space Boy talk about it. It's the St. Jude. It's the St. Jude one.
All right, let's start it off with. I sent you a DM with a video. Let's start it off with that video.
Oh
first.
Dear Lord. Okay, hold on.
Of course, this is Cody's topic. So yeah, hey. Shadowz. Cody is obsessed with space. I hope you forgive us.
I'll put it this way.
Future
I grew up on space, and so I'm a big person with it.
Oh my goodness, Twist.
Do you want to hear the biggest buzzkill? Like,
sheesh!
Our lifetime probably won't be a part of when humanity gets to go colonize like Mars and travel to stars.
Some bullcrap.
Getting
especially for like interstellar space.
Oh god.
Damn millennials! Damn it.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and watch this. This is gonna lead me into what I'm gonna talk about.
Okay, here we go. I hope I don't need sound because I'm just gonna keep it muted.
You kind of want sound.
Oh my god. Hold on, I gotta. You're really gonna make me adjust things. Oh lord. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Now, can the stream hear the sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Yep, this is definitely getting copyrighted.
Inspiration 4 launches as the first
Thanks, guys.
all civilian
DMCA.
DMCA, there we go.
Bonk.
and you
DMCA is for charity.
on board.
Don't give it that big of a bunk.
Up above the world so Visit inspiration4.com for your chance to go to space.
Oh, so this is the one where you donate to. So you donate to St.
yeah.
Jude's.
So
That's it. Like,
yeah,
can you explain?
basically this is Inspiration 4. This is the crewed mission that a gentleman completely funded himself in cooperation with St. Jude's. So it's going to be the first fully civilian crewed Dragon mission up to the space station, basically.
That's
So what
nuts.
happened is, yeah, it's very crazy. You had this guy. I don't know his name just off the top of my head. I believe it's Tom. He basically talked with Elon. Was like, hey, I want to do this. He bought out all the seats. There's going to be 4 seats on the mission. One's going to be the pilot, which is Tom. He is a pilot. So there is he has some flight training. He's being trained on how to pilot the Dragon and dock it to the space station. The other 3 remaining seats are going to be held by a St. Jude's worker, a patient of St. Jude's that has been fully cured, and a lucky winner of a drawing, either by 2 options of getting into this. Either one is by donating to St. Jude's and helping beat childhood cancer. The second option is basically signing up for Tom's business and then going through that and creating a kind of like a video type thing of, hey, why is my business this, yada yada yada. And so what we watched actually was the Super Bowl commercial for addressing this.
For that,
And
yeah.
they're gonna do the drawing, I think February the 25th, and it's gonna post to launch sometime later this year. So your boy's already donated and put his name in 500 times.
That's crazy.
Did they talk about how much Tom paid for all the seats?
I want to say.
I wonder if it was like how much.
I want to say it
cost.
was close to roughly about $10 million.
Oh god, it's
That's it. That's cheap. Easy money. Yeah.
It-
Hey,
Pay 10 million.
let me,
Get...
let me grab my wallet.
yeah. Yeah, hold on, wait. Let me grab mine.
Just
Don't
buy,
mind me.
just buy 4 seats.
Yeah,
you're
I think
good,
it was
you know?
roughly about $10,000. But I think it's a very interesting thing to do. I mean, if you think about it, we really haven't seen anything this tremendous as far as civilians in the space program that are not astronauts
Right.
since Space
Challenger?
Shuttle Challenger when they were going to launch the teacher.
And that ended so well before, didn't it?
Oh god.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it's great. Let's send
Now's the
civilians
time
in
for it.
space.
Oh,
It's always ended
Lord.
well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't
so
bring that up.
Elon and Tom are in works of getting this kind of like out there and running. It's going now.
That's crazy.
I donated $50, so I get 500 entries and I get the mission patch, so it will be going on my jacket of patches. But yeah, I'm hoping I get to go to space.
Dude, that'd
We'll
be
see.
nuts.
Worth it.
We're having the
Bomb
next
Bomb Squad
BombCast.
coming through on the vlog, coming
That's
from
like-
space.
Oh, imagine
BombCast in
Fix
space.
If you look
somehow.
to your left, there's nothing. You look over to the right, nothing.
God.
You could have an absolute banger title, man. It would literally just be like visiting space with Elon. Yeah.
I went to space.
Clickbait the crap out of it.
It's like hanging out with Elon and like you got a little window and it's like see space
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Oh god. Oh, Eddie's gonna be
Eddie's gonna
Happy about
facilitate
this
this
one.
message. He's gonna say it's
So-
total bullcrap.
here we have
Negative.
so here we have Call of Duty Warzone apparently banning over 60,000 cheaters in one of its largest waves of bans ever for the game, apparently. And this
Eddie,
is
how'd that work out?
according to
It's a
Vice.
free game. Of course, it's gonna get modded and everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so it looks like over 50,000 players are banned in the first wave in April, of an additional 20,000 in September. So what is that? 130,000 players have been banned in for cheating
need-
in
they
Warzone.
need ways-
You know what's funny?
I don't
I-
every month.
I don't mean to get off topic, but if you scroll back up,
Yeah.
that Vicstar123, everyone here knows who Vicstar is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how he started off, right? I think it's I think it's funny to
What's
bring
that?
this up, but he started off making tutorial videos for Black Ops 2.
Wow.
Thought that was interesting. Had 10K subscribers,
Wow.
started up making, and now how big he's gotten. It's crazy how one little announcement from this big YouTuber makes Vice news. Just nuts
Yeah,
to me.
he's like, nah, I'm no longer playing. And yeah, Vice
Like, yeah,
noted
I
it.
get
That's nuts.
And then Warzone's like, hey, calm down here, man.
like, wait,
Chill
hold on,
out.
wait.
We'll get on it. I promise, sir. You know.
Goodness.
So Eddie, you got. So that means you're going back to playing the game, right?
Definitely not. dude.
Appreciate that gifted sub, Killer Raid, and appreciate all
Yo,
those
thanks,
5
man.
twists. Appreciate those. I forgot to call those out. That's absolutely nuts. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's
That
insanity.
article reminds me of that like meme where it's that old security guard guy where he's just like,
Oh. Always checking people. Yeah, just
You can go.
Yeah, here you go. Okay, that's good. Close enough.
fucking great.
Yeah, they know people are gonna play it. They ain't gonna.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What do they mean?
Yeah,
It's
that
crazy.
is.
So ever
insane.
since Cold War released, has Warzone gotten worse? I've heard art. Oh, that's a head. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
The one-
Is that a unanimous yes? How about the chat? Chat, y'all think so? I don't know. I think that's interesting. I am not a
Get
huge
facts
Warzone
here.
player, so I'm just curious. Yeah,
Um,
interesting.
Well, if you want to get good at it, I'm sure there's a cheat for you.
Oh, nice. Thank God.
I'm sure there's.
I mean, it's
some
free. I'll
fucking
just make
cheat
another
somewhere.
account. It's fine. Whatever. I don't care.
That's the one thing that I can say. There's a lot of shooters out there, and it seems that COD is played with the most cheaters. Between COD, they just can't control them.
Well, it's also the most popular too. I mean, Fortnite
Right,
had
but
plenty of cheaters too, right?
but
True.
Epic basically goes, "You want to cheat? We're going to take you to court."
Holy shit.
if you got that Fortnite money, man, it's like, yeah.
Exactly. It's like we can afford it. Trust me.
Yeah, you want to cheat? Go for it. We find
Oh,
it.
let's go.
taking Sausage Slinger 74 to court for the moddings.
God.
Nuts, man.
Sue you for everything you own.
You think if Gears went free to play, the cheaters would just?
It
go
is
through the
free to
roof?
play with Game Pass.
Oh well, come on now. What is that? What is that?
You don't know. Miles
Game
isn't a
Pass?
believer in Game Pass.
What is Game Pass, right? I mean,
Game Pass Terry out there.
I forget because I'm like the one person in this call that doesn't have Game Pass. You know,
So
I'm
what-
not saying I'm against it. I just don't have it. I don't know.
So,
I
Shadowz,
don't,
do you
I don't have Game Pass now.
Nice, thank you. Join the revolution. I mean, I don't care.
I don't need Game Pass now.
This
So,
guy.
Here's my question: do you play do you enable crossplay on Gears?
Hell no.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Do you,
Why
you don't
not?
believe in crossplay?
I just want, from an entertainment point of view, the easier the matches, the better the gameplay. Yeah.
Exactly. Content.
I think
See,
That's fair.
on average, like the average, like I would say, the average gamer on keyboard and mouse, even on Gears, is much better skilled than the average console player on the controller. Yeah. So like, obviously, the higher the skill level, like the higher bracket of the PC players will just dominate a majority of the console players, in my opinion. You know, just purely through the mouse ability, like especially on Gears, like it's 30 sensitivity. I played 28, but like if you got a mouse, you can spin at like 1,000 miles per hour. You know.
So something I will say is I have a buddy who plays, or we used to all play Destiny 2 a lot. Like that used to be my
Lord.
game. Like how Gears is your game, Destiny 2 was my game. You know,
It was our game.
Yeah, I was in PvP. I was top 0.1%. You know, I was pretty damn good. You know, Diamond 2, Diamond 3. I was underneath like the
Platinum.
yeah,
things like that.
like there's no, it was diamond, and then that it was the top. That was it. I forget. It was like the Masters, whatever. Anyway, I play keyboard and mouse, right? My buddy, who's been playing since Destiny 1, played on PS4, right? When he transferred over to PC, when he was using keyboard and mouse, I could easily take him. I could not touch this man on a controller. If he plugs in the controller, I am done for. Like, it doesn't matter what he uses, he just, I don't know what he does or anything like that, but he is that good with it. No.
I hate to break this to you. He's cheating.
Oh God, no.
Muscle memory on your hands, man. Like you see me like y'all try to get me to play all these PC games and everything, and I'm a console player.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I kind of feel the same way. Like I've been playing on console for 7 years. Black Ops 2. I know I play Claw, which I'm pretty sure Shadowz knows what that looks like. But yeah. I play that way, and I'm used to the drop shots, quick scoping, and so when I switched back to controller and plus aim assist, I'm a god. I'm a god. But switch me to keyboard and mouse, I suck. So bad.
When I play Siege with y'all on PC, I'm using a controller when I'm killing all these people.
Is Gears Esports, is that controller only, or is it keyboard and mouse as well?
I think it's controller only. I don't know if it changed recently, but
you think it'll change though to keyboard and mouse? Because that's what Call of Duty's trying to do. They're trying to switch it over.
Interesting. Yeah.
I think Gears is a bit different. I don't know, like Gears Esports, man. Like it's not as pumped up as it should be, in my opinion.
Fair.
Like when it came with Gears 4, it was a bit more fresh and new. It'd been a good 5 years since Gears 3, and it was the first time it was being officially supported by TC, or like the developers of the studio behind the game. But like going into Gears 5, it was just sort of like the samey. Like I don't know about Gears Esports. Like I feel like funding and marketing and resources were probably better to be like relocated compared to putting it into esports. Like they've tried it twice with Gears, and it's not really gone anywhere. It's just like Gears people and the Gears people watching only. Like it doesn't really hit the heights of like reaching out to like people that don't necessarily play Gears but would be like interested or inclined to watch it. Yeah.
Well, for you Gears heads, do you think it's easy for people that don't really know about Gears to like start watching the esports side of it and immediately catch on what's going on? Like I think
toxic in here, bro.
I know. I'm just curious because I think Overwatch had the same problem. Like when you try to get people that don't know anything about the game to start watching competitive matches on TBS or whatever, it can kind of get hard to follow. That's why CS:GO is so successful. It's like it's easy. Kill everyone on the other team, you win. It's pretty simple.
Like Gears has that issue like 20 times over. Like the problem with Gears as well, like that same problem is built into actually playing the game itself. Like if you went onto an esports stream and you see the pro players spinning and wall bouncing like crazy, you're thinking like, well, what is going on? And then even if you're trying to play the game yourself for the first time, like Gears has literally struggled with that issue since the release of the multiplayer aspect of the game, because it's such I think in my opinion it's the hardest. Like, I think Fortnite with the whole like building mechanic is probably super hard, but I think Gears of War is the hardest console shooter to try and get it like into and learn, and then get to the point where you start to actually like progress like above the average player, just because when it comes to Gears, there's so many different features that overlap each other that you need to learn, like from the way that the movement mechanics work to the way that each weapon works in the game and the roles that they play, like especially the super shotgun heavy gameplay. The fact that it's a third person cover based shooter, like power weapons and map knowledge. Like there's so many elements to Gears that makes it not only super hard to get into, to play and like learn, but also to watch as well. And that's why I said earlier, like I think the way to approach that and to fix that is that Gears of War needs to offer other experiences, like I was talking about earlier, with the different genres of games that they could easily do, just to draw more people in that have either tried or looked at and never bothered with just regular traditional Gears, just because it's such a hard game to get into, to be introduced a different way that could maybe eventually lead to them being like, hey, you know what, like I'm a bit more into the story, like I know this character, that character, like let me try again, you know.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, interesting. It's good to get your insight on it though.
I really think that whenever the coalition moved away from just the execution model for esports over to escalation, they overcomplicated things for
Yeah.
that aspect. They really did. They were trying to do what Overwatch was doing. Do too much.
Like even execution, like I think it's a super dated, boring mode as well. So like,
Absolutely.
see, that's why I don't know with Gears esports. Like even for me, like I don't tune in. Like I used to do a little bit for Gears 4. Like I was going to so many events in person, but I just lost the loop of just like the interest. Like, and you know, if I'm someone that plays like 50 hours plus probably a week of Gears and has made so much content and is so rooted into the franchise, and I'm not even interested. Like, there's no way that the scene or the esport is going to be able to see sort of like any growth. Like I said, like outside of people that are already interested in Gears. But
that's nuts. Okay.
That's crazy how much they put in. I mean, we got to start switching back to our topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, they put a lot of money into the esports scene, like prize pool stuff, especially.
Sure.
There's like $2 million prize pool, like one of the
Okay, what is it?
God damn. I forgot who put this topic in, but
It was Blood.
it was a Blood. Yeah. So apparently, a Welsh village. There was a whole bunch of internet outages that was for 18 months because of an old TV. An old TV in this village causes an entire village in the UK to lose internet access every morning at 7 a.m. because of an old TV. This old TV.
I think we're getting
like.
I don't think this is real. I think this is BS.
No, so this topic came from Laura. She shared this to me. And she was like, "This is nuts."
Yeah. So large sections of cable were replaced. Frequent TWES are working in order. 7 a.m. All of them were severed. Nobody saw the fall. Founders are jumping a crack squad of experts to do one final test. See, was fault to become final known as single high-level impulse noise, a shine, whatever that is. What occurs? Oh, when interference is generated as a burst when a device is powered on or off, for instance.
Kind of like an EMP.
There's, yeah, that's what it seems like. But it turns 6 a.m. You can find electrical noise.
Basically, the old TV basically became an EMP generator every time that it was powered on around 7 a.m.
Yep. At 7 a.m., like clockwork, it happened. The device picked up a large burst of electrical interference in the village. Every morning.
Fact check this.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. It's getting fiber. This tiny little village in the UK is getting fiber, but this major city where I'm living can't get fiber. I love it. Shadowz, how's your internet? Are you paying a lot for your internet compared? Like, I'm just curious.
I pay, I think it's £50 a month for 350 down and 35 up.
Damn. I'm paying 120. And I think I get like 100 down and 15 up. Yeah.
I fucking hate all y'all.
Yeah. Blood, what's your speed?
Oh, so yeah, 20 down and 3 up on one internet, and then I have 20 down and 15 up on the other internet.
So that's what I have.
So because I'm so dedicated to this whole content thing that I want to do, that I have one device dedicated for streaming, one device dedicated for gaming, so I can actually stream in quality content. Clarity.
That's dedication right there.
I think it would be cheaper just to move out, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. Like, your place sucks.
Yeah, Miles, I have 60 down, 40 up.
Tell it, get rid of it. Let's go.
Yeah, that reminds me of when I first started YouTube, man. Like, I remember, like, I had a laptop that would take like 4 hours to render out like a 5-minute video, and then my internet speed, like, because I didn't have my own, I was using my my family's, like, it would take another like 4 or 5 hours just to upload like a 5-minute video. So like,
wow.
Back then when I started, like, I had to time it with work. So like, I would wake up, get the video done, render it, go do my lunchtime shift, come back, get it on the upload, go to work in the evening, and towards the end of the shift in the evening, like, the video would just like be ready to just go live. Yeah.
Darn, that's dedication right there. We're spoiled now. I mean, now to upload Upload now. It takes 5 minutes. Oh, okay, don't have time. I just don't have the time to wait. 5
Yeah,
minutes.
because like I'm at around I usually get anywhere between like 600 to a gig down, and then I have a consistent 47 to like 55 up. So when I upload like a BombCast video, like one of these, there, I mean, again, well, after they're rendered and everything, I mean, it takes, because they're like 16, they're like anywhere between 8 to 16 gigs. So I mean, it takes 30 minutes max.
Nuts.
For like a 4 or 5 or 3 to 4 hour video, it takes 25-30 minutes to get the entire thing uploaded. Now processing that damn thing, however, is a whole different story. Holy hell. Because that's on YouTube side. There's nothing that I can control with that. So like to actually properly set it to schedule correctly and to upload the thumbnail and get all that stuff edited and changed, your video has to at least render an SD or standard definition first at 720p in order to get any farther. It's God,
do you schedule or upload it like public to go public?
Yeah,
That's my side. Yeah, I do that, and I think we're starting to get into the groove to start being more consistent with the YouTube schedule, because that's probably like the best way to grow on YouTube right now, right? Is to be as consistent as possible.
Yeah,
and I think
because I schedule every video, yeah. So like I don't upload it to be public. Like sometimes sub boxes are weird, and I've sort of like told myself that I'm under the impression of, if I put it on scheduled for a couple of hours, like that should fix it into the system for whenever it's scheduled to go live. I don't know. It's just all about time management, like, because for me, like, I try to get the videos done first thing, so like by the time that it's ready to go live, it's been scheduled for like 4 or 5 hours, so it's just ready to do its thing.
Interesting. I mean that's kind of the way.
On average,
we
how many
doing it now.
videos do you push out a week?
That's a good question.
I don't know about a week, but like it's a mad mind blowing. Like I was looking at my analytics recently, and since 2014, like I missed days here and there, but it's just like looking back over the years of like an average like every 12 months since January 2014, when Microsoft announced that they acquired the Gears franchise, till now I've uploaded an average of 408 YouTube videos a year.
Oh my gosh!
Which is I think that's literally daily uploads plus 6 weeks of double uploads every year for like the last 6 years straight. Yeah.
Now, in order to
all Gears of War content as well, like not like different games, like just one game.
Wow.
Do you think the best strategy to do that is to just edit in bulk? Like just edit 10 videos in one day and just get it scheduled out for the week? Or do you have it to where like you have it like edit post type of thing?
I don't know. It depends on like what type of videos you're making. Like for me, like I make every video from scratch to finish. So
wow.
I like pretty much most of the videos is like written out scripts, and then it's moved on to recording the voice and capturing the footage and grabbing pictures and then editing it and then rendering it and then like getting that video done and then moving on to the next one. Yeah, like because I'm combining both YouTube and Twitch. Like mainly, the goal for me is to get the video done for the day and then move on to streaming. Sometimes, depending on timing, if I'm able to fit like 2 videos in one day. And then stream as well. Like it's just trying to maintain, because I'm doing like 2 different platforms at the same time. Like the streaming, or like they both sort of like always fight each other. Like sometimes YouTube will take over, and like I might miss a day of streaming, or I won't be able to stream for as long as I would like to. And then other days it's just like so much more worth it just to stream. But then, as I was saying earlier, like taking time off, like sort of like in my head it starts to like attack me, saying like, yo, what you doing? Like you gotta get these videos uploaded, man. Like, you know, you can stream and all that, but like you're missing a day right here. Like for me, it's like if every day you're waking up, there's people in the world that probably want to watch something that if you released it there, they'd be there to watch it. And so for every time you miss a day and you go to sleep, that's a day gone that you're never gonna get back, because it's happened and it's finished and it's in the past and it's missed. Yeah,
that is an awesome mindset to have, but also definitely I can imagine takes a toll because I've tried doing daily uploads and oh my god, it's tough. It's
I'll give you a little sneak peek, like the way I do it. I have just a little whiteboard, yeah. So I literally just write down like titles of videos. So like,
man,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7 videos on here. So like, I just whenever I think of like ideas, I just write them down on the board, and I usually have like that will be the next 7 days of upload. So I just bang that all out and then wipe it off, and then just jot down whatever else I've got next to do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. That's definitely an excellent strategy. I need to get me a whiteboard now.
I was taking down notes.
Put that on the list. No, I'm just like taking notes. I was like, okay, all right, okay.
Like literally, it's just so it's so easy to grab a whiteboard and a board pen. Like it's so convenient. Like sometimes you just leave it all in my head, but it's just like when you write it out like that, and you look at it and you're like, okay, just bang it out. Checklist time. Just tick 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 tick. Right, next. What's next? Tick 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 tick.
That's fair. That works. Yeah.
Great. Now I gotta go to Walmart and buy a whiteboard. Great. Thanks.
I think I actually have one behind me somewhere.
Oh, Lord.
That's a new requirement. In order to everyone has to get a whiteboard now.
That's the next thing. Of the amount of whiteboard there, and start ticking things off when I'm done with it. Oh God. Okay, so
Can't be a med student without one.
fair.
Oh my God.
All right, so casually and very cleanly and smoothly transitioning to our next topic. You see how smooth that was? Buttery smooth,
almost.
you know. We have a very, very small PC is what it looks like. That theoretically packs a punch. I don't know who put this in. I don't know what they're getting at, but
This is definitely Blood. He's probably never seen like a tiny PC before. Look at this. It's a tiny little PC. Like, I don't mean to break this to you, Blood, but we've seen this before. These exist out in the world. They're called workstations. And
I built Raspberry Pis, okay? I understand the concept of small PC.
oh God.
So what's special about this one?
What's
That look like an old school HTTP VR.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like Hopog. Oh, what are they called? Dazzle.
Yeah. No, the Hobog one, yeah.
Yeah, the Hopog. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, that's still the casing.
Is that what you used to use? Was Hopog before
That's
Elgato?
what
Or...
Yeah, that's what I started off when I first started with YouTube. Yeah, like I remember it was like the yellow, red, and just like the super white like the
component
standard-
cable.
Yeah.
It's 7. You can record in 480p.
I think it was 720. Yeah,
It was 720p on component.
I think the Dazzle was the 480 one, but that was a little bit.
So here's my question about this. If I saw that right, the CPU is an Intel Core i5, correct? So you
Yeah.
have an Intel Core i5 processor with an M.2 in there, as well as two normal 2.5 mechanical
SSDs.
drives.
Yeah.
Imagine the amount of heat that thing produces.
Oh, I'm sure.
But if you look at the breakdown of it, there's no
No fan.
there's a fan I think at the bottom underneath the board.
I would hope.
But what's the word I'm looking for? There's no heatsink.
Heatsink.
There's no major heatsink.
There's no cooler.
Yeah, for the processor. Well, so that's the thing too that I noticed as well is that it's you have two options. It's the 8th gen of the U and the 10th gen of the U. And for my
I might be missing, but what makes this like a special? Like what separates this from other small form PCs? How small is it?
Oh yeah, that's a good
I
question.
think it's about the normal size.
I mean,
of a normal
okay, no, I mean,
workstation.
look at this. If this is a 2.5 hard
About
drive,
big.
there's barely much room on either side of that. I mean, that is a small ass PC. I mean, it's not
I've actually
much
I
larger
had
than
one
your
of these
phone.
that I worked on probably about a month ago. The same size. It's about yay big thick. Yay big
Yeah,
thick.
it's
All right,
probably
so-
About
thick.
that wide.
All right, Blood Shadowz. Time to confirm. Will this outperform an Xbox One X?
Series X? No.
Are you sure? Come on, man. I mean, it has an i5.
Like I think Blood should be like a spokesperson for the Series X. Like he's always trash talking the
PC,
series,
oh,
like
God.
PCs versus Series X. Like, well, Series X would run it just fine, you know.
What? Shadow, how do you like your Series X?
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, it doesn't really feel any different from the Xbox One X. Like, I'm still playing Gears 5, so like maybe that's why I haven't got like I'm playing on the same monitor. Like, I'm not in 4K yet or anything like that. I'm still in 1080 60. So yeah, I haven't really felt like the technology itself. Like, it just kind of feels like same as just playing Xbox One X. Like, maybe if I get to upgrade the monitor for like Gear 6 and experience like a new game, it would probably feel like more next gen.
That's
Just to give you a comparison for what it is for you, Shadowz. So I have the Series X and I play in 4K 60.
Yeah.
Going from the One X to this, big difference. Like
really.
Yeah, and I was even on the same monitors.
That's nuts.
Big
Yeah, because you still have those Samsung ones, right?
The Samsung 4K.
Yeah. Those are pretty solid for sure.
They're phenomenal.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, that's also another question I was going to ask you, Shadowz, was switching from 1080p to 4K, which I think 4K is becoming the new standard for content creators. And so, like, switching, you'd have to get a new monitor. You have to get the Elgato 4K 60. Now they're at the Mach 2, I believe is what they're at. So it's just more money to spend to keep up with the game.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even plan to buy an Xbox Series X. Like, again, I'm just super lucky. Like, it's the thing about Gears. Like, it is such a niche, but even from the beginning till now, like, I just saw that opportunity to pretty much monopolize a scene that isn't really populated with content creators, and so it gave me the ability to get them contacts at like Xbox UK, and they actually sent me out the Xbox Series X. I think it was like 6 weeks early.
Nice.
Jeez.
Like I said, because I didn't plan to buy one. Like, I don't have any of the any of the upgrades to support it. But yeah, if you're getting into that, like, yeah, you got to get like, a PC to be able to, if you're going to take advantage, you might as well get a PC that needs to be able to render out 4K, and then you need the new capture card, the new monitor, the new this and that, and it's get expensive, man.
Oh yeah, very quickly.
It adds up. Okay, so
Worth the squeeze.
another amazing transition to the next topic. Brayden,
yes.
go ahead and transition us nice and smooth.
Whoosh. Okay. So here we have our
Thanks
next
for that.
topic
That was
about
smooth like butter.
You're welcome. Like butter or like butter?
Like
As
butter.
Okay,
smooth
sure.
as Jello. Does Jello move?
Yes. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Can you fill a
Okay,
swimming
awesome.
pool with it? Anyway, Floyd Mayweather actually responded to Jake Paul after Jake Paul disses his daughter. Apparently, I didn't even know that happened. But
Damn.
Jake Paul is trying to find literally any way, shape, or form to fight.
Until this guy gets knocked out cold, he's gonna stop talking shit, bro.
He's just gonna be.
How much money do you think they're gonna make from this fight if they decide to fight?
Oh my god, dude! It's gonna be in the millions, at least.
Can I not confuse this? Logan Paul and Jake Paul are two different people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Jake Paul and Logan Paul, two different people.
Has Logan Paul boxed?
Yes.
Okay, so I get him confused all the time. Myself, I don't.
Yeah.
Now, does Jake Paul look like Lancaster?
Oh my god, it's
No, I don't see that. I don't see that at all.
Oh
Whoa.
no.
Talking about boxing and Jake Paul and Logan Paul, like all that stuff, Shadowz. Did you get into that at all? Being on YouTube and all that fun stuff.
I watched it, yeah, because obviously there was KSI in that, but
right, KSI, yeah, that's what I'm
it's
saying.
just,
UK.
man, it's just that's just pure business hustle at its finest, man. Like,
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
like
So much money.
those sort of guys, like, they are at the pinnacle of like the top 1% of like content creators. Like, they're at a point where they're just monopolizing their brand and just finding as much opportunity as possible as they can, like, while it's like being able to be presented to them, like, in this current time, like they're like Jake Paul and Logan Paul, like, they're so out there and just so controversial, but like at the end of the day, like they're just
making
making
money.
bank,
they're
bro.
hustle
They're making
moves,
bags.
man. Like,
Dude, they
they are
don't
making
care,
hustle
dude.
moves,
Oh,
like,
Yeah.
You see the whole Pokemon phase with like Logan did that original box break, and then he just spent like $2 million like getting like 7 more. Like
yeah, just recently. Yeah, he broke the Pokemon market when he first did it. Like broke it. Like prices went up.
Now he has like I think
Wait. Okay, scroll down.
Boxes, yeah.
Do what?
Scroll down. Okay, when was this?
This was years before.
2018.
In 2018,
Yeah.
Jake Paul announced Floyd Mayweather as his trainer for the KSI fight, and now he's talking smack about his daughter to get to fight him. What? This guy, dude.
Like
this
Shadow
guy.
said, dude, it's all about the bag, dude.
Soul, man.
Wow.
It's all about the
He
bag.
literally
man.
trained you. You were his trainer, and now you're trying to fight
And
him.
it's like,
his
oh
daughter?
no, I can take you. Watch, yeah, you train me? No. I'm above you now.
Okay.
Students become the master, right? Yeah. That's how this works.
Okay.
So Jake Paul
I don't
versus
think so.
KSI? Question mark.
Oh God, hasn't that been like rumored before or some shit, and it like fell through or something? I don't really keep up with the blonde idiots too much.
The one thing I look at it for, like, take away from like looking at just like this article right here is like what is real and what is for show to obviously, you know, boost up even more, because like at the end of the day, like they're like super entertainers, you know. So like,
right.
I always wonder, like, you know, what's real and what's like artificial. Like, you know, things can be said here and there, and then behind the scenes are like, yo,
Oh,
50
yeah,
million,
like so that way they can build it up and just roll in the money, sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's
These
fair.
fuckers think this is real.
Yeah. That's
I don't
nuts.
have anything else to say on that. Good luck, Jake Paul. Hope you fight him and hope you get knocked out.
Yeah, like
That's what he said. That's what he's like.
It's a win-win for them, you know. It's like they could say, you know, I knocked out Floyd Mayweather, or I got knocked out by Floyd Mayweather. Like,
Yeah.
Even just
And
their fighter,
have him
Even they can't
passed
lose.
out as the thumbnail. Have him passed out on the floor.
They can't lose, man. Like,
even
Yeah.
just fighting him, it's content for them, bro. It's a bag. It's,
yeah.
dude, like
man.
if he pulls it off, like that's he's made it at that point, you know. Like it's he's taking that back, he's gone. Like
if any of those would beat Floyd, like even if it was just an exhibit, like I think it was called like an exhibit. What's the word? I can't say it.
Exhibition.
Exhibition, yeah.
Exhibition.
Yeah. Like it, bro. If one of those won, like we'd be in the wrong timeline, man. Like, it's
The Matrix will be glitched to the max. Like that.
oh
man.
God.
Well, good job. I'm glad. I'm
Next.
get knocked out. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Hopefully.
but the one thing is, like, if that was to happen, like, I'll be here. I'll be all here for the content, man. I'll be here to watch all the content. I'll be here for all the memes, man. Whatever happens.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
The memes after those guys fight are
Oh
insane.
Lord.
The memes and Twitter, I feel like makes like events like that like even more fun, man.
Oh yeah. Just,
Yeah.
like you already know, you have those content creators who are like, all right, so if Mayweather wins, and then if Jake Paul wins,
Yeah,
they have both of their
They have
folders.
memes ready to upload.
Yeah, they got both
Just-
thumbnails ready to go. They got both videos.
They got the arrows out, man. They're ready.
Oh,
Yeah.
that red arrow.
Giant red
it's
arrows.
The most famous thing on
The
YouTube.
red arrow, dude.
The red arrow.
Red arrows and red circles. Oh God. Okay, so here's my next smooth transition.
Nice.
Whoosh. All right, sick. So here we have Mass Effect's Legendary Edition comparison shots have been released. Now, I know literally nothing about Mass Effect. I actually own like the 3 games, like the first 1, 2, and 3. I don't know, but on disc for the 360 that I bought at I think I actually bought it at GameStop for like $8 or something as a combo pack, and it plays on the Xbox One. I just haven't played them yet, but it's I've heard they're really good games, and it looks.
Never played them.
Never played them either.
Nope.
No?
Clue.
Neither have I.
No one
No.
here has played them. All right, so I don't know why this is a topic, but
Oh my god, no one here's played it? Like,
apparently not.
I would have thought Blood would have at least tried it. Okay. well.
I've watched gameplay of it.
You've
Okay.
watched gameplay. Okay, so you can.
All I
at
know is
least,
that
like,
it pops up. This is like the not fun Persona 5
So-
with the top.
So here's the biggest draw to Mass Effect. You can romance damn near any character in the game.
I'm buying it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh
You want to have
god.
sex with some space creature? Go for it.
Go for it.
And now they've improved the graphics on it.
Yeah.
Shit, let's go back and romance everybody else.
Oh
We're about to
lord.
Get roasted by Mass Effect.
because I mean
I'll
this.
have you know.
Yeah. So because this is what the original looked like, and then here's what it looks like now. So I mean,
Is it
it's
sad that I kind of like the old one?
yeah.
I was gonna
Because
say I kind of like the old one too.
Yeah,
I was like the new one.
It looks too
Personally,
plasticky. It looks too
Yeah.
plasticky. With
Yeah.
the
the old one does look somewhat
stated,
better.
but I mean,
Lighting
I can at least
effect to
respect it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the only thing about this one that I like, the newer one, is the hair. Like it
Yeah.
looks a lot better than that, but like that's it.
Now this is a cutscene, right? This is coming from a cutscene.
I feel like there's
I
more
assume
detail
so.
on the eye for some reason than the old one.
Yeah, that too.
Or at
but
least
like
it pops more.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that's
In the newer graphics, it's darkened more.
yeah,
For
but
the
that's
for having more shadow rendering.
but that's like literally it. Is like hair and eyes look better. Like
They're still living in 2008. Have you seen the cutscenes for Call of Duty?
Have you seen
Oh,
the cutscenes
God.
for Halo 2?
Those things are popping
Master
at you,
Chief
bro, like-
Collection?
oh yeah,
Yeah, it's watching a movie there at that point. This is
oh yeah,
interesting.
absolutely.
I'm
It's
sure this is
nuts.
actual part of the gameplay though, but okay. That's my
Yeah.
opinion on it.
Fair.
Mhm.
So here's one that we can all come together and talk about is
Oh,
there's Twitch botting. So there is a lot of Twitch bots that are still making smaller streamers the most followed on the platform. I haven't read much into this, but it's still something that is continuing to happen, even again to this day. One of our friends, me and Cody's mainly, Blue Sombre. You know,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that man was follow botted. He got like 80 or 90 followers in the same stream, and not one of them said a single word. And so I'm pretty sure that he got pretty highly follow botted. But this is, how do we feel about bots being the cause of you going from, 140 followers to now, oh, congratulations, you're at 800 followers now.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it. It's disingenuous. I'd rather have what is actually legit, like people watch me, than blow up my numbers. I mean, I'm sure most people prefer to have your numbers blown up so you could use it as some type of milestone or some type
Bargaining
of
chip.
bragging rights, bargaining chips for sponsorships, and that's why sponsors have gotten smart. They're like, I don't care how many followers you got. I want to know how many people are watching you right now. I want to know how
Right.
many people are in your chat. So I'm sure most people don't use that.
was
Just
about to
they
say-
take it with a grain of salt.
And that's what I'm
Have you-
saying too. Like, what does that really even do for you? Like the only thing that followers legitimately count for is getting you to affiliate. After
Yep.
that, it doesn't matter. Like so.
With that said, when we ran into this earlier, when we look at other content creators and like say for YouTube, and we look at them and we're saying, okay, we'd like to get this person or this person, blah, blah, blah. What do we
Right.
look at?
Well, yeah. So,
Follower count.
right, which is fair. But we also do take it a step further though too.
Yeah, we
Is
do.
that
we
is
look at time played and actual views on their past streams. How
Yeah.
often they're streaming. Stuff
exactly
Like
because if you have 300,000 followers and you only have 40 people in your chat, what happened? What are you
what
doing?
happened?
There's something that went wrong somewhere there. Like if you have 300,000 followers that all get notified the second you go live, and
At
there's
least
only
half should-
40 of them, do what?
At least half should show up.
I would hope. Even if 10% of them showed up, even if you got
I wouldn't say
30,000 in your
half. I
chat.
would say, yeah.
But I mean, you should have at least like 8 to 10,000 would be a slow day, I would assume, on someone who has that many followers. Or at least a good content creator.
Yeah.
But like,
Have you ever
so,
had anything like that happen to you, Shadowz, where you got follow botted or anything like that?
I don't think so. Nah, nothing like that. Nah.
No.
Obviously, As we mentioned earlier, the only voodoo that I've had on Twitch was the super chargebacks. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
About
that's
to
something
say-
I also want to talk about. 'Cause
Yeah, I wanted to hear about that.
It was madness.
Oh
So
lord.
basically, what happened was like streaming Gears, as I said, it's such like a niche game.
Right.
I don't even know to this day why it happened to me in such a small community, but this guy who had been supporting the stream, like subscribing, gifting subs, donating here and there. He
Right.
randomly came in a stream one day and was like, I want to have some fun, man. Like, if I set a challenge for $1,000 donation and you complete it, I'll donate. And I was just like, what? Like,
Yeah.
what is this? What are you on about, man?
Yeah.
So I do it, and he donates it, and I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, what the hell is going? What the hell just happened? And then the next day he came in and he wants to do it again, and then I complete the challenge again, and then it gets to a point where I think he donated like $10,000 in 2 weeks doing these like challenges. Some we
Holy
failed.
shit.
I failed
Yeah.
a couple, and then that's. I think he gave me like 7 challenges, and I done 5 and lost 2. But yeah, by
Gotcha.
the end of it, he donated like 10 grand in 2 weeks, and for me, especially from where I live, and just I still live at home, and that like to working at a chip shop, like for Americans, like they don't know like the traditional like English fish and chippy, like working with my dad cleaning pubs and like literally shit out of a toilet, man. Like to see that sort of money is just
It's a lot.
Oh yeah.
I was mind blown. But then what happened was 2 weeks later, he completely charged back the whole lot and ghosted it.
Oh no.
So
Holy
the
shit.
worst thing that happened was obviously I was so crazy excited like when it first happened that I transferred a bunch to my bank to just give to my mum and dad. And I was like, yo, this craziness is happening on my stream. Like for me, like living at home, like I give like percentages of YouTube and Twitch just as like extra revenue to my mum and dad to try and help them out as much as I can. And I was like,
Just
there's no way I'm sitting
crazy.
upstairs getting donated 10 grand and I don't give you at least like a grand, like 10% just to throw on the rent because it just happened to me.
Right.
Obviously when I got charged back, like I couldn't be like, can we go to the rent place and get our money back? Like,
Yeah.
and so it put me into a situation where I was like in debt with PayPal by like £8,000.
Oh crap.
Because because I transferred a little bit out, I think I had like $1 grand in my bank.
Mhm.
The rest of it was just all lost. And if I transferred anything to PayPal, it would just be completely sucked away straight away, and the minus would go down a little bit. So like,
Right. Yeah.
oh, it absolutely killed me, man. Like I remember waking up the day it happened and just logging into PayPal after seeing a bunch of email notifications and just seeing negative £8,000, like. And it's literally out of my control because of this guy doing this crazy thing, and like it got to the point where like I was supposed to see my missus that day, and I couldn't even I didn't even want to leave my room. Like I couldn't even. She was calling me, and I was fumbling on my words and my speech, and I just it was an absolute shocker, man. Like, and what I had to do, like I went through a process because like it got so serious, man. Like I went from this being this crazy thing on the internet, like you can imagine. So like the super high of like a crazy situation like that happening to then be reversed 2 weeks later to be absolutely like detrimental to
the exact opposite, just in the negative scale. Yeah.
It got even worse when like it transferred into real life where like I had to give that money back to PayPal. Like, I had to basically clear that 8,000, which I didn't have. And so like letters started coming through the post, and like I'm living at home, man. Like this is getting to a situation where like
God, so your parents found out too about the 8,000 though, huh? And I bet that wasn't a fun conversation.
Well, my mum and dad are super supportive in it, so that obviously they were shocked and couldn't believe that obviously that happened to me. But it was getting super worrying because like letters were coming through, and then I was getting emails about a PayPal representative like coming out to the house and that, and like when it transfers over from the internet into real life, like that's when it gets too serious.
Oh
man.
right, yeah, absolutely.
And so I had no idea what to do at first, so I took like a week to rethink, and I feel like I got so lucky, man. Like chargebacks, like they're such an absolute struggle for streamers, especially if you're a smaller streamer.
Oh, yeah.
But for that summer of money, man, like I literally went through, I think it was a 7-month battle with PayPal where I sent off, I think it was 18 pages of evidence to support the case in the favor of me getting it reversed and proving that they were actually donations. Because basically what he did was he sent the donations and he went to his bank and said it wasn't him, so they claimed it as unauthorized and then it got charged back through PayPal that way.
Wow.
So I got very
Damn.
lucky that I had so much evidence on the guy. Like I had I think it was like a total of almost 100 transactions with like smaller donations, like $2, $5 here and there over like a years. And so I literally
Holy shit.
I like 18-page document of just all the evidence I could find from.
It's like this guy knew what he was doing.
Wow. Yeah.
He was trying to claim fraud. He's like, I didn't do this. They took it from me. Yeah.
We're getting to that as well because it gets super like serious with like I don't think it's the FBI, but it's some sort of like it's on that level of like
SEC maybe.
Oh dear God.
I think so, yeah. Like
Let me use the bathroom real quick.
I just got so lucky that because like if you basically came into the stream and done it as a random new viewer, like I would have been fucked. Like I would have had no way to recover from that. I was just so fortunate that the guy that for some reason decided to try and do this, I had a lot of like history with him from private messages and him telling me like, yeah, I always support the stream, blah, 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 da, 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 like paragraphs of messages. And like I said, all the previous transactions, which were all linked through same account, same cards. And I got, I was on Streamlabs and I got a part of his IP address and I included that in the evidence as well. And I just literally just went to absolute town on just trying to some way get super lucky and turn it around. And luckily after about 7 months, I think I got like $9,000 out of the 10,000 back, and he got 1,000 back. And then I got contacted saying that basically what happened was he tried to commit fraud on the company that he worked with by money laundering through my live stream that money, which he was going to steal from the company and then charge back it to his own personal account.
What an idiot! Like,
yeah.
Stupid. So, you think he's not gonna get caught? I mean,
he didn't think you were gonna be able to.
He thought I was just gonna let it happen, man. But bro,
yeah, sure.
Even to this day, like I don't know what would have happened if I didn't win that case, because I never experienced money like that. I didn't spend it. Like I literally just used it to give to my mum and dad and pay extra bills and that. So just I have no idea. Like I said, because of the letters and that, everything coming into real life, like impacting, like because it would have impacted my family's life, man. Like if it would have got to a point where it would have kicked us out of this house and put us on the streets, like I would have never been able to forgive myself, man.
Yeah, I mean
that was something that would have been super out of my control. So like I was so shocked that I was able to turn it around and actually win the case. And I would actually say like that moment happening changed the way that I look at like saving and just spending money. And I took that opportunity and I was able to continue like content full time, I would say, till very, very recently, where I was, even if months were going by where I weren't earning enough to pay bills, like I had that is like the backup to continue funding, like being able to continue like doing content full time. And it was like that moment happening reassured me the ability to actually take that step. Like I've been out of what like proper work, like working jobs here and there, like over the last few years or whatever. Like I think YouTube content now has been like full time 5 years, but I was like at a point where I didn't have to contemplate like maybe I got to go pick up a part-time job. Like I was able to use that crazy situation and turn it around to a good thing where it like just gave me that stability to be able to keep like sustaining like content for like the last couple of years. So like as bad as it was, like it in the good way to maybe look at it, like it is what allowed me to have that ability to be like, you know, I can still grind through the rough right now for the next couple of years until the next big wave with Gears 5 that it was to keep like the content going as like the full-time thing.
Dang.
That's what a craziness, man. To happen to a streamer like under 100 viewers, like maybe average at 100 viewers at most, like
yeah.
it's mad, man. I don't think you really hear of that of any other like streamer everywhere, you know, especially being able to turn it around. Like, I feel like I just got super lucky, man.
Now, do you usually get chargebacks? Is this something that's like natural, like every now and then?
It's never happened again. I don't think it ever will. No, I got like a contact at PayPal, and I got it all set up on my accounts, and that's get flagged with the right people if anything ever to happen like that ever were again. Yeah, it was a one-time thing. It's never happened ever again. And that was in 2018. And then since then, like, I literally just said, like, I'm just gonna like live it up, man. And I went to like, I think I went on like, what was it? Yeah, I think from 2018, I think I went on like 12 to 15 holidays. Like, I went all out on just living life just because I thought it was literally like all over because of this guy from California trying to charge back and money launder like over the internet. Like,
I bet you when you come to the States, you're like, I'm gonna find that.
Like, I mean, yeah, I try to take. I study fraud, and like I'm an auditor, so fraud is part of my job. So it's like seeing what his thought process was with this scam just is stupid. I thought maybe if he would do smaller accounts.
For me to get chosen like that, like, I can't believe it, man.
It's stupid. You think they've been
blow up all over Twitter? It was.
Has there been better controls in place from PayPal with chargebacks? I wonder, like, because I know Summit 1G was a victim of this, and a lot of other people.
I haven't really heard of like chargebacks in a while. Like, it hasn't been something that I randomly see on Twitter for like a long time. I don't know.
Yeah, because I've seen in a lot of people's Twitch bios now that like under like their donations is that donations are not for a good or service, therefore cannot be refunded. They have that specific wording spelled out now.
Yeah.
And it's I guess that's how it is.
If you record like your PC
Appreciate
screen,
that gifted. Thank you, sweetie. Sorry.
If you record like your PC screen, like showing your Twitch page with that message, like, and you can see the date clearly as well, like that is just evidence that like if it ever were to happen, you could use that and like be like, this is proof that, you know, this message and this like sort of like terms of service of the gift is present while that guy like whoever like makes that whoever makes that donation at the time. Yeah,
makes sense.
I don't feel like the chargebacks have been as big of an issue. Like, I think it was just like a phase, you know, like one of those things, like one of those viral things that just happens for a while and then it just dies off.
Just goes away. So how do you even protect yourself against something like that? Is there even a way to? Like, if you suddenly there's 10,000 in your account, and then what, do you just leave it there? Like, is that's just like the best thing you can do is just to not touch it, so that way you don't have to worry about it? Like, what do you do in that situation?
I think you'll still have to pay some. Like, I remember Summit 1G explained it when there's like a viral video of him when it happened. This guy was donating like thousands of dollars. Like, yeah, he's just gonna charge it back, and I have to pay like a 10% fee on it or something like that.
Yeah, I had to pay like $25 per transaction.
Yeah, that's just nuts to me.
Like,
there's no transaction.
Think about it like, you know, the money's coming in and then the money's going out, and then you're getting charged on top of that fees.
Oh my god.
Just going. So you're literally like, you're paying like I paid like $150 for no reason.
Yeah, because he said, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna take that back by force," and then you're gonna have to pay PayPal because.
At that point, set yourself up for. I mean, like what Braden said, set it up for, not used for purchases or for goods, right? And then they can't refund it. But yeah,
I think a few changes where like you can accept maybe like donations on Streamlabs through not through PayPal, like only through card, because like I think they cover card donations 100%. And obviously, like, Twitch obviously introduced bits as like a way to prevent that happening. You know,
right?
Like,
It's getting around it
through the stream.
They still take 50% of that.
Yeah. But yeah, people being able to like, you know, donate through the stream without the way to do that. But that's just the wild west of the internet, man. Like, it's just. You know.
There's always
you gotta watch out for.
Yeah, there's always someone's always got a way to fuck you over somehow.
Yeah.
And someone's already thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Who put this in here?
That would be me.
Yeah, I'm glad you haven't seen a 3-year-old video before. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this one. So, yeah, so this is next.
Straight flaming blood today, bro.
I know, man. I know. I
Dude,
gotta
like-
back.
So this one, this is an older video, but it's just. Oh, you know why he's now seen it?
Why?
There's a girl on it. That's why. That's why he stopped, because he was like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll listen to it. It's hella loud too, Jesus. So, depending on which one you're looking at, whatever you're thinking in your head is what you'll hear from this video. It is essentially what it is. Like I said, this video is so old, but that is what this is. And you can also kind of combine them as well. If you think green brainstorm, it'll actually say green brainstorm if you listen to it enough. You can make it say green storm if you'd like. It's yeah. Again, like I said, it's an older video. Like I'm talking like years at this point.
Yeah.
But it's that's a nice blast from the past, Blood. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
Oh Lord, but yeah, no, it's
Topics. I'm gonna make Miles do them all.
I know. He's gonna.
Oh God.
I'm doing
He's
shit
old
now. You're gonna do
school,
everything
man.
from now on.
I spend all week finding all these topics and everything. And you
Oh,
over here
God.
blasting like that.
I'll-
You know what?
I won't be
to the
surprised.
memes,
I won't
bro.
be surprised if he adds like. Remember that dress meme that where you had to choose
Oh,
what color was
God.
the dress? Yeah, he's
Is
gonna
it gold or
"You
blue?
guys-
Is it blue
you
and
guys
black
aren't
or
gonna
gold
believe
yellow?
this.
Hey, Miles.
All right, Brayden, what's our next topic?
So we have something from 343 Industries producing a new Halo universe, a new game in the Halo universe. So, it's not Halo,
Nope.
but it's
Well, because I know with Halo Infinite, they're doing kind of just like Destiny's doing, and they're doing an open world game. So it's supposed to be the last Halo game that I
Ew.
know on, but they're supposed to build up
Ew.
on it at that point.
Yeah, it's like the 10-year plan. So like, I think they have like plans for Infinite to get supported for like the next 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah, because it doesn't
Yeah,
really have much information on what the game actually is, but other than just 343 is hiring a producer to help develop a new project in the Halo universe.
So I wonder if it's going to be related to
quote,
something DLC related, kind of like how Destiny does. There's a bigger storyline in there, and then maybe they're
that.
bringing in outside help for these type of DLCs and new content to bring in.
which might be interesting.
I like the Halo universe. I don't like how Destiny's storyline is set up because I don't know what's going on. I tried to watch a 4-hour video saying Destiny, the story so far.
Yeah,
and
My
I
Name is
couldn't get
Byte
through
video.
it.
Oh God.
From My Name is Byte, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yep.
That's the one. Yep. I get 20 or 30 minutes and I'm like, I'm lost. Hang on, rewind.
Yeah.
What happened? Five worm gods come back.
Yeah,
and
wait, hold on. Yeah, so he does a great job for people who are already played through the entire game. So you're still familiar with most of the topics. It just explains it all to you. Whereas a new player's like Miles, or newer player, because you played Destiny 1. You own how many copies again? How many?
4 copies of Destiny 1.
Yeah, that's right.
Long story.
It doesn't do too good of a job of bringing a new person into it, unfortunately, is the only thing. Good try, Blood. Get fucked. Yeah, your mic's muted. Oh, no, you're just peeking out, I think.
Pissed.
Oh, God.
Man. Well, yeah,
Let's see,
I hope-
anyone get fucked.
I hope Halo keeps their storyline. I hope they develop, keep games coming out that develop their story. Gears 5 kind of fucked it, but I mean it's fine.
What do you mean?
The storyline.
Whoa, wait a minute, bro.
Oh,
You just
Oh,
you
man.
just in a word, brother.
Like story-wise, I mean, majority consensus. I think from what I've read on the subreddits and from what I've seen from people, I mean, it's just Halo 5 story was just, and you know, Cortana did the ultimate sacrifice in Halo 4, and now he's back in
Gears 5.
Yeah.
No, sorry, not Gears 5.
Yeah,
I did say Gears.
My bad. I didn't mean to. I was wondering why Shadow's eyes lit up. I was like, oh, what
He was like,
I was like,
you can see the flames
hang on.
burning in him.
Whoops. Sorry, I'm in Halo 5. Calm down. But yeah.
Miles, you were about to get canceled, dude.
I'm about to get flamed.
National the active reload, man.
Oh god.
So
Bring all his Gears goons over to your channel, bro.
Fuck, roasted. Oh man. But
Yeah, Brandon, what are we looking at next?
Good job, Halo.
Yeah,
Please
so,
stop.
god, yeah, so all right, Space Boy, what is this
the
shit?
One that crashed? Is this the one that crashed?
So yes, for the people that remember last stream, SpaceX has SN9 and SN10 out on the launch pad. So it was back a few days ago, SpaceX actually finally got the FAA clearance to launch SN9. So this is the second SN model that has performed a hop. This one just happened to be a 10 kilometer hop instead of I think it was a 15 kilometer hop. So if we watch this, Braden can kind of skip forward to it, kind of just to make it short and short. This one, same as the last one, it didn't land. This one crashed again. So you get a nice little explosion at the end.
Hey, spoiler. Hey, spoiler, sir. Some of us want to watch the video.
Okay.
And they want to send and like surviving cancer patients want to get blown up on you.
They would put civilians on
They
this.
would not put them on this rocket.
Why not?
So it flies up, comes all the way back down, and
Yeah, so one of the first vehicles to fully fly up like this, cut off all engines in orbit, and then do a belly flop maneuver back down. Similar to that of the shuttle, where it would glide back down like that of a plane. This is doing the same concept, and eventually it'll have a belly full of heat shield or heat tiling to prevent it from heat production coming through the atmosphere, especially the thicker portions of it. But you can see here it's coming down on its belly flop. Its nose is going to be a little bit closer down, so you're going to have a higher center point of gravity from the front of the vehicle rather than the back, depending on where you're sitting. If you want to talk about crew and cargo. But yeah, this is going to fall for a little bit, and then you're going to notice it want to go and do a flip maneuver. When it hits that flip maneuver, you're going to watch it kind of rotate itself back up once that engine ignites here in a second. So yeah, right here is it's doing the flip maneuver. You're looking down from the ground point of view. You have your helium coming out of there as well. And what you'll notice right here, as soon as this engine kicks on, because it hasn't kicked on yet, there it goes right there. You have one engine kicked on. You can see right there you have a distress coming from that second engine. That second engine didn't fire, therefore it didn't produce that roll maneuver to then re-auto-correct that self from overextending on that flip maneuver.
Yeah, so you see right here, you got the one, you got the second one.
Yep.
Fucking up, like, what the fuck is going on?
Yep, so right here is where it overextends, because normally you'd have that roll procedure. The two engines would go across each other to stabilize, and this is what we get.
Rip the cameraman recording that.
I like the fireworks. So
I'm all right. So as an accountant, I want to know how much this costs. How much? I want to know. Is this like a day's pay of Elon?
Should I sell
so it's a day's pay.
my Tesla stock, dude?
Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it while you still can.
Yeah, but that's major. That's the major space news. I mean, they fixed their header problem for the tank, which happened with SN8 when it ran out of fuel. This just happened to be an engine problem. And I mean, I kind of expected something like this, because if you watch the very beginning, for anybody who wants to watch it at home, there was a hold in the count around T-minus, I want to say it was within T-minus 10. There was a split second hold, so it did pick up on an anomaly, and it re-corrected itself and launched at that point. But I believe that anomaly it picked up was probably due to that engine, and
one of the engines. Something
went through and it launched itself, and that just didn't kick back in.
I wonder if anyone gets fired over this. Like, crashed it. You're gone.
I doubt
you're out of here.
Unlike,
I know their insurance claims are horrible.
No,
So,
so if you want to know about that, the reason why the FAA didn't allow them to launch SN9 a while back ago was because SpaceX got in trouble for launching SN8 without doing all the proper safety clearances.
Yeah, I remember talking to Cody about that one. Is that they actually apparently they just were like, "What's this big red shiny button?"
Boom.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Sue us?
Yeah. It's like,
Are they gonna fine us?
Just hits a plane on the way up, man. No biggie.
No biggie.
it's only a plane, you know. It's only... Did the rocket survive though? That's all we're concerned with, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if anybody ever has any questions about this, I can talk about this all day long, but I'll keep it short.
No, short Tesla. Make sure to get your Tesla stock out.
Dogecoin. Make sure to get
Dogecoin's going to the moon. Okay.
We're going to the moon. $1. We're making it to $1.
Let's get it.
So
Oh
stupid.
Lord, that is
I
nuts.
think that
That's
should
so-
be almost it for all the topics, shouldn't it, Braden?
Let's say, yeah, that is technically the last one that I had.
And
Unless...
we did
So I
say
have
11.
one question. I have one question
Yeah.
for Shadowz.
Yeah, but
So it has been told across the numerous times we've talked to Gears players, if you play Gears, you have to have a Gears tattoo. So where's your Gears tattoo?
yeah, I'm a Gears tattoo.
Hey, there it is.
Do you want to know what's even Do you want to know what's even crazier? So, you know, going into, I think in 2019, in the road to Gears 5's launch, like covering all the stuff, doing all that, working closely with TC and Xbox, I flew out to a couple of the events myself. I was able to cross off a bucket list thing where I was able to fly out to the Coruscant studio itself in Vancouver, Canada, and they paid for the flight and the hotel, and they flew me out there.
Nice.
To play Gears 5 just before it launched, and they had like a whole setup ready to go, so I could literally just sit down, record, live stream.
Wow.
And I went with Raw again. Like we get gas, you know.
Oh yeah.
Work on the content in the day, go out and hit the clubs in the night, and we was there for like 3 nights. And what was crazy was 2 days before I was scheduled to fly out, Xbox UK slid into my Twitter DMs, and they were like, you want to get a Gears of War tattoo and that? And I was like, hell yeah. Like, I've always had this plan, man.
Wow.
So, with zero plans of like nothing booked, and you know, no idea of like ever getting it. Like, I've always had this idea of a tattoo that if I would ever eventually get one, like I would like to get. Like, I just never thought of the process of like finding a place and, you know, calling up a tattoo and like trying to sort that out. Like, I've just always been like, you know, if I were to get a tattoo, this is what I'd get. But yeah, literally I went from reconciliation of like knowing I was going to get a tattoo to 2 days later getting a tattoo because Xbox UK asked me to, and they paid for it, hooked it up. Like, I don't even know how much it cost, but
wow.
What I got was it's the 2 different omens of Gears. So you have like half of the Crimson Omen and half of the Phoenix Omen, and I had the idea just because of like how much of an impact Gears has been in my life. Like, obviously the early days as I was a kid, and then the new Coruscant's days with how much it's changed my life as an adult. Like, I just had the idea of like getting the 2 different omens half and half, like merged together to represent the old and the new. And
Yin and yang, dude. That's lit.
yeah, it's kind of like a yin and yang, but it's 2 different omens.
crazy.
Man. Like,
That looks good too.
yeah, literally, like it was mad. Like, literally just went from no plan to ever having a tattoo or anything booked to Xbox asking 2 days later, literally getting. I got like half of it done. I got like the outline, and then I flew out to the studio, and I was like, "Yo, check out the Gears tattoo."
That's nuts.
That's dope.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Holy hell.
Are you okay?
Oh God. Yeah.
Braden's dying.
Ugh. As I was trying to say, Jesus. Any last questions, closing remarks from any of us owners here, or even chat? Do you have any other last questions, anything like that? For
Shadowz,
oh God.
Shadowz, what
Yes.
time is it over there?
Oh yeah.
It's 5:03 a.m.
That's crazy.
That's insane, dude. Let this man rest.
Christmas, yeah.
Yeah, this man needs some sleep.
So many more questions, but holy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any
Holy
quick
crap.
questions? Let's put it that way. Any
Yeah, this
quick
guy needs to get to
questions
bed.
or anything like that?
God,
It's
damn.
not seeming like it. So you know what I would love to see? A Shadow's Blood 1v1.
That would be
Yo,
good.
I want to see that.
Shadows versus Bomb Squad.
Shadowz, we are tired
God.
of blood bullying us on Gears 5,
I'm
man.
tired of it, man.
Do
I'm
something.
tired all the crap that we have to deal with, man. I need you to put this man in his place. Oh.
Are you a squid or a
Put
kid?
him
What
to
does that
rest,
mean?
dude? All that Gears gas.
I would be pleased to take the ass whoop.
Oh Lord.
Oh. That being said, we hit it right on the mark. 11 o'clock for us.
11:04.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5
11:04.
a.m.
Thank you,
Jesus
Shadowz, for coming
Christ.
on. We
Thank you,
appreciate
Shadowz,
it.
Yes,
for coming on. We
absolutely.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
So
Thank
good,
you,
man.
thank you.
Appreciate it.
I
Hope
appreciate
you.
the invite. Like I said to Blood, I love talking gears and content, man. So it's easy to do, you know.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
If you ever want to come back, man, you're more than welcome.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Where can our followers follow you at? Video-wise?
It's like SAS Shadowz, but if you just type Shadowz Gears on the internet, I'm sure it'll come up. You know,
First guy pop up.
He's
Yeah.
known, all right? He's known, all right?
He's everywhere.
Shadowz Gears, I'm known.
Alright.
No, it's just a grind, man. Like I said, 400 videos a year, man. We got 400 videos to make this year and the next, man. It's just
I'm motivated.
consistent
I'm
and
Crazy.
committed, man. That's all
When are
it is,
you
know?
when are you hitting 100K on YouTube? What's the projection on that?
I don't know. It's like growth in terms of subscribers is like probably the all-time low for Gears that I've gone through so far. But like that's the thing with doing content full time. Like you have to persevere through the rough and the smooth. Like going into a launch of a Gears game, like I pull like 1 million views a week, and then like right now I think I'm averaging at like just over 200,000 views a month. Like you just have to put the same effort in for the highs and the lows, you know. Like, and I feel like even in the lows, like you said, for me, it feels like I got to put in like more the grind as well. Like that's the thing about Gears content, man. It's such a niche game that I need to be able to sustain it full time. I have to upload daily. I have to stream daily, or as much as at least 5 times a week for both platforms. Like you have to double the platform just to get that opportunity to even give it a shot. Like compared to other games, like, you know, if they get to upload 10 videos, I've got to upload 50 videos, you know. Like you just because of the size of the game, like you just got to put like the double if not triple the amount of work and like effort it takes to make it happen, you know. And like I've just played Gears and just done it for so many years. Like for me, it's like a personal challenge of just like challenging myself to continue to push it, even if, you know, it's hard or there's nothing to do. Like just keep going through it, you know.
That is nuts, dude.
Crazy.
Well, I hope that we here at Bomb Squad can finally get there one day between the 5 of us, which you do by yourself.
You do it by yourself. So, you know, take 5 of us, we're still having trouble.
Yeah, but
it's just time management, man. Like, you know,
that's fair.
I'm so lucky that like, I'm still living at home. Like, if I weren't living at my mum and like my parents' house, like I probably wouldn't be able to last a couple. Like I wouldn't probably be able to last like 6 months, like trying to do content full time. You know,
right?
Yeah. But it's just like I'm lucky with my missus as well. Like I've been with my missus for like 8 years, like almost 8 years. Like she's been there from when I had like 200 subs on YouTube, and she was like, you know, you need to get a real job or. It's like it went from that to like getting to the point where I took her to one of the Gears events in Boston, Massachusetts, and she got to see it. Like got to see like the crazy side of it, with like taking pictures with people and all craziness. Like it's just like she knows as well. Like it's such a grind, man. Like you have to put the hours, the time, and the work and the effort in. Like as I said, for videos, like, you know, I'm writing for, you know, probably like 800 to 1,000 worded scripted videos like every single day, and that's just you know, part 1 to begin the content, you know. But I feel like Because like the thing is, well, like I don't know how long this is gonna last for me personally. Like, there's no like future line set up or journey. Like I can see like what's gonna happen in the next 5-10 years. Like, I'm just taking it as it comes, like one day at a time, and I'm just riding it as it's happening. Like
right.
If I'm able to sustain it forever, or if it's just for the next 5 years, like just doing it is changed like my life of like being in my 20s. Like, I'm 26 right now. Like when TC took over with Gears, I was just turning 20. So like the last 6 years have just been like life changing, regardless of if it's a career that can last forever or if it can only go for the next 5 years. Like it's just been worth it in the end anyway, just because of all the people I've been able to meet and the memories and the experiences. Like I'll never forget it, man. Like I've just been so lucky to go on so many different trips. Like I've been to Las Vegas and California, and flown like I said to the studio in Vancouver in Canada. Like I got to meet like Blood, I think in Atlanta, and travel with my boy Raw, that who lives in Scotland. Like I would have never met him if it weren't for Gears. And we're both we're both so similar, and I think we've been to America like 5 times together. Like it's just been. It's just been an absolute crazy ride, man. And the one thing I'd say is like with content for you guys or for anybody, like you just you have to do it. Like you are your biggest enemy, like you are the person that is in the way of you doing whatever. Like you just have to you just gotta try it, man. We live life once, like if you don't try, you're gonna regret it years later. And you can only know if you try it and go all out and see what happens, man. Like
that's true. That's fair.
That's true. A lot of wise words to end BombCast on. That's awesome.
True.
I'm motivated. All right. Thanks a lot. I was gonna go to sleep, but now I'll stay up and
get on a script.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the thing with me. I'll probably have about 3 hours sleep, and then tomorrow requires the next YouTube video off that list and the next live stream. Yeah.
Lord.
What a machine. What a machine.
That is nuts. All right. Well, we do really appreciate you coming on, Shadowz. Thank you so much for holy shit for coming on. Definitely appreciate you stopping by. Hope you had a good time. I know
enjoyed it, man.
All of us did. So, and like Blood said, anytime you want to come back on, you're in our Discord now. Just shoot us a message, and we'll see when we can.
If you want to do an episode talking about Gear 6 when the time is coming, like
for sure.
Oh yeah,
for that, man. Like,
that would be great.
Awesome.
By then, we're gonna play all the gears, and we're gonna know the whole story. We're gonna turn to experts on gears.
Dude, I love the lore, man. Like it's actually a type of Gears content I've just started, but like it's the thing with Gears and like just YouTube content in general. Like some things require so much work, man. Like so much stuff in the back end and like behind the scenes that. You could be watching a 4-minute video that took that person like 6 to 8 hours to put together, but you don't even realize that because you're seeing the finished product of like a 4-minute video. Like I just started the lore content and nobody's done it on YouTube for Gears, and I feel like it's content that has like super longevity that people could watch for the next 10 to 50 years. Like probably could live on YouTube by the time we're not even here on the planet anymore. Like I see a lot of with like Star Wars lore out there, and people do it with Halo as well. But like nobody's really done it for Gears.
Destiny.
That type of content requires so much back end work, man. Like if you want to do it proper, like you've got to screenshot the comics, you've got to grab all the collectibles, you've got to caption record all the cutscenes just for background footage. You've got to know every single fact about what you're talking about, but I think in the end it's worth it. Like one of the best things about YouTube content is when you hit that render and you see the videos done. Like I feel it's just like so satisfying, especially for bigger projects like that. Like I want to get into that even more. Like as time goes along, like I want to explain like the Locust origins, and I pretty much want to have like an online internet directory of the entire Gears of War universe, like story explained like in full, covering every single thing that has ever existed from. Every character, every weapon, every enemy, every creature, every location, every big environment. Like I just want to have the entire saga like on YouTube.
That would be nuts.
It's like an instant like catalog forever, So like you could watch, in 50 years time, you could be like, I want to watch a Gears of War universe video about the story of Dominic Santiago and learn about the characters like story from beginning to end as part of the saga. And like I just want to be able to one day hopefully get that content up. It just takes a long time to to get into it with all the prep and that. But
have you read the books?
I've read all the new material. I know a lot of stuff about the old stuff, but I haven't read the old comics or the original books. Like I need to go and do that. It's just like I said, it's just like a checklist for me. Like even for the lore content, and I'll just quickly say just before we end it as well, for a little bit of tips and tricks for YouTube and that. Like the way that I've always done it or started to get into it heavily was I thought of different series of like a variety of like, let's say like 4 or 5 different series, and then just running those back to back so you have consistent uploads like constantly. So like for Gears, like because I was saying earlier when I first started, like I missed the original trilogy, and then when Microsoft announced that they were acquiring the franchise, like I knew that there was going to be potential here, and like there was going to be an opportunity to grow through my passion of Gears with Microsoft owning it and like having the backing of them. So I just pretty much ran like a bunch of different series in like 2014 when nobody else in the world was really posting Gears, because everybody obviously thought it was done, and it's just been so many years from like Gears 3. So I was running like a series just covering stuff from the original trilogy that I missed out on. Like I did like a throwback series of like the Easter eggs. I did like a Road to Level 100 on Gears 2. I played like every map across the entire franchise. I did like theory and discussion videos about the future of Gears at that time. Like what would it look like after the ending of Gears 3? Like would it be a prequel series? Would it be a sequel series? Like what would Gears of War 4 look like? And I just got to the point where I was running like 6-7 different series, so I just have consistent uploads. You know, like if you look at 7 different series and only 1 video per series, like that's a week of content. And you know, if you do the 5 videos from each series, like you're looking at months and months of videos just all scheduled and planned out and ready to go. And so I find this is the easiest way to get the YouTube to grow as quickly as possible. If you just like think of sort of like strategize and just schedule and plan ahead for like what is the goal, like what is the different like bits of content that I want to produce, and just start running it from like a daily perspective of like this will be Monday, this will be Tuesday, this will be Wednesday, and this is next week, and then this is the week after that, and then these things are being announced for the game that I cover. So we'll incorporate that into the schedule as well, and just being super organized and just trying to manage your time as efficiently as possible, and obviously just reaching out to all the different social media and all the different networks and all the different channels that you can as much as you possibly can. You literally just gotta go all out or go home, bro. It's all in or all or nothing, right? Just go for it, man.
Well said. Oh man, but yeah,
that's great.
Pay attention, everyone. Great, whatever makes a great YouTube series.
I'm hoping to hit that 100K before Gear 6, man, but I think it's coming, man. I think like at the moment I'm maybe gaining like 10 subs a day, so it's super slow. But we're in the 90,000 plus, so it's like the last home stretch, man. Like the dream goal when I first started was to be like, because I don't know if a million's ever possible, but like I was like, if I can get 100,000 and get that physical, real life like the YouTube plaque. The silver one for 100K, like that'd be enough for me, man. Just to be able to look at that in real life and be like, this is what represents
the hard work, the years of hard work that you put in.
Is amazing. I think it'll happen in due time, bro. And it's just like when it happens, it just be moving on to 200,000, I guess, and just keep doing it.
200, 300, a million. Wow.
Go all the way up to PewDiePie level.
Oh, Lord.
And with that, I think we're ready to raid somebody.
Yes, sir.
And I think we can get them out. Get you off so you can get your 3 hours of sleep and get back to the grind.
Yeah, my missus calls me as well, man. She's like, sometimes I'm like 10 missed calls. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh no, yeah, you're
sleep and I forgot to plug my charger in. I forgot to turn the sound on. Like, oh no. She tries to get me up in the morning because dude, that's the thing, man. I get obsessive. Like, I get annoyed at myself if I wake up later or I sleep in. Like, I don't want to miss any time, man. We got things to do. Like, I got videos to upload and stream to get done. So
that's nuts. That's great though, man. And again, really do appreciate having you on, man. It was a pleasure to have you on. It was a lot of fun.
It's awesome. Pick your brain.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I sure definitely Miles is like, he probably has a notebook in front of him taking down notes. Yep, there it is. But no,
just how bad you want it, man.
Like,
you gotta make it happen, bro. You just gotta do it, and you gotta make it happen. Like, it's just one of those things.
Right.
Like Doggo's taking notes.
Doggo's taking notes on.
Worst.
Oh god. All right,
To the
Shadowz,
moon,
man.
baby.
Hey, brother. Really appreciate having you on. I think we'll go ahead and let you go so that we can get some much needed sleep.
Yeah, that's all good, man.
Definitely appreciate it. I would love to have you back on. Just let us know when, brother.
Gear 6, I'm ready. I'll
Yeah,
be pro by
it'd
then.
Probably be it'd probably be like I'll show you the time. Wait, where's the time at?
Oh,
it might be backwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Dear Lord.
But yeah, I'll jump on again for when we're getting into the news and information and the gameplay of Gear 6 to discuss Gears if you would want to. Yeah,
For
that'll probably
sure.
be a couple of years, man. But
Oh yeah, but no,
yeah.
definitely
I reckon
great.
like it'd probably be in 2023, man. Like, I think the whole pandemic and like Corona situations probably pushed back
Push
game
everything
development
back,
for
yeah.
a lot of different games. So
For
We'll
sure.
be
yeah,
out
a
in
couple
millions
years
of
wait,
time,
man.
right,
But
Shadowz?
Either that or if we could get some games in. Either way. I mean, I am dog shit at the game, but it would always be fun to run it through. Either way, man. All right. And again, like I said, we'll go ahead and let you go that we get some sleep. Appreciate having you on. You have a good night, brother.
Shadows.
Thank you
No,
very
man,
much.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank
thanks guys for the invite and have a good night. Yeah.
You as well.
Cheers,
Stay
guys.
gassed,
Catch you later,
man.
brother.
Stay gassed.
Okay, so let's see if we can't find someone to raid.
On head. Shoe on
head.
head.
You already know it's
Shoe
time for
on
that
head.
shoe on head.
Shoe on head.
Who raid?
So we have this one.
Shoe on head.
This one guy here,
Shoot on
I don't know anything about
Shoot
him.
on head.
He's lower view count on Twitch. He has one viewer currently, so I'm gonna test the waters with a crispy follow.
On
We're gonna see how this goes.
head.
What's his name?
Reveal the name.
Crawfish.
It's like crawfish, but add an R to the fish.
Yep.
Crawfish.
That's an awesome name.
Yo, Guard Street, thanks for the follow, my man.
All right, got that. Thanks for that follow. All right. We gotta hey, thanks for the follow. So
Alright,
Let's see.
The first pack of Blazing Vortex.
Crawfish.
What's it- is he-
Okay.
is he opening something?
Ooh.
He said something about opening something.
Opening a Pokemon
Oh,
pack.
yeah.
Fight.
Yeah, apparently.
Is he opening Pokemon?
Yu-Gi-Oh! He's opening
Pokemon
Yu-Gi-Oh!
cards. Oh my god!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yo, he's opening Pokemon cards. Dude, what?
It's Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. It's not
Watch him
Pokemon.
It's not a better one of these days.
Look. Oh, it's
Is it
Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's Yu-Gi-Oh, bro.
Okay.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay, alright.
Fucking told you.
Okay, let's go.
Yes.
Wow.
Like that.
I can't talk to him. Oh, shoot. Okay, hang on.
Ojama Pink.
Dude, this guy's straight up gonna raid him.
Yo, Merle's from Twitch, thank you, man.
Ugh.
Shoe on head.
Come on, guys, help us out.
Come on. Let's go. Come on, man. Shoe on head.
The shoe
Do
on
it.
shoe equals head.
Do it.
So, shoe on shoe?
Shoot.
No.
No,
Damn
shoot
it,
on
no.
head.
It's that digital bug Registrator.
He's opening a pack for every follower, I think. I think that's what he's doing.
Well, he's about to open a lot of packs, huh?
I know, dude. Holy
And if
crap.
he actually does shoe on head, yeah.
Gigama.
Oh, man. Come on, shoe on head.
Kosia.
Come on, bro. We want to bless you. Let's go. Come on, man.
Come on, you can do it.
Oh gosh, Melcast, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce Parametal. Jeez.
Oh. Oh.
And we got Armed Dragon Thunder.
Content.
Damn. No, he's just. Ah.
It happens. It happens like this, guys. It
Please.
happens.
Please.
I'm gonna give him another minute.
Oh.
Come on, come on.
He said, do
He
it.
said,
Come on. Come on. Come on, man.
Come on, guy. You
He's
got
looking for
45
it, he's looking for it.
seconds. Come on, brother. Come on, man.
Please. Come
Oh,
on.
look
I'm
where
in
you got
right
it.
now, boys. I didn't come off
He's
here
gonna
after.
suck.
Oh,
Suck on head. Suck on head.
Suck on head.
Suck it. Nah.
Nah, shoe on head.
It's gotta be shoe.
So it'll be worth it. I promise.
Please. Please.
He's looking for us. He's looking.
Please.
looking.
please.
Come on, man, let's go.
Please.
Go get shoe.
Go get shoe.
Go get you.
it.
Oh, here it is. What is it?
Come on.
You know?
If it's a sock, I'm gonna shit myself.
If he does a sock, a smelly ass sock, I'll do it too.
If he does a sock,
Oh,
I'm
he's gonna go
subbing
get
him.
it. Is he gonna go get it?
Oh, please. I have the same chair as him. What a cheater. He stole my chair. Oh, he's got a fancier chair. Oh.
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 Okay, hold on. All
he's
right, I
getting
got
it.
the raid channel.
Get it ready.
I've got it ready.
Does he have it?
Oh, please. Oh, come on, man.
All right.
Oh.
Hang on.
Come on.
Imagine Housekeys.
Yes! Do it!
Yes,
Come on,
yes,
fam! Do it!
yes,
Do it!
Do it.
So
Do it.
the
Look at that
shoe-
shoe.
The shoe equals head.
Shoe on
So do I
head.
need 2 shoes?
No, just put it.
You
Shoe on
said shoe
head.
equals head.
Shoe on head. Shoe on head. Shoe. Put shoe on head.
Am I doing my bill?
Yes! He did it! He did it! Let's go! Let's go!
Yeah, let's go.
Yes! Let's go!
Bill out action. That's true. Fam.
Hell yes!
Oh yeah, let's go, man.
He fucking did it! Let's go!
Oh my
Let's see how many packs he's about to have to open.
Oh my gosh.
My other shoes are covered.
Alright, thank y'all for stopping by. Make sure you show these guys some love and put the shoe on his head. Let's go! Y'all have a good night. Thank you. Bye bye!